friends, namaste, welcome. Welcome to the 4-day training of value stocks. Welcome everybody. My name is Shailesh Sharaf. I'm the founder of Value Stocks and I'm very happy to welcome everybody. You guys, can you please start the PPT so that I can have the side view, please? Yeah. Because side view नहीं आ रहा है मेरा.
Checking.
आ गया, ठीक है.
Okay.
So welcome friends. If you can start your videos so we know each other. I can see Mohan Shri. Welcome Mohan Shri. This is Shailesh Sharaf. Welcome. Thank you Venkat ji. Venkat ji, are you joining from Switzerland? Venkat ji, are you joining from Switzerland?
Yes, sir. Yes, you're right.
Oh, welcome. So we have a guest from Switzerland. Okay, we have Srinivas ji, Srinivasan M. Welcome. Mr. Rakesh Krish. Welcome, sir. Welcome. If you can introduce.
It is Rakesh Krishna.
Rakesh Krishna. Welcome, ji. Namaste.
Yes, thank you. Namaste.
So how long are you in the stock market?
No, hardly about 2 years or so, but off and on, not really a regular thing or something.
Okay. And Srinivas ji, how?
I am in stock market for 3 years, just investing.
Okay.
Want to learn from you, sir.
मोहन जी, आप कितने कब से हैं स्टॉक मार्केट में? Can't hear you, Mohan ji.
Did Mohan or Mahanti?
No, Mohan. My full name is Mohan Shri Gupta, and I am from 7-8 years. I am there in stock market. Basically, I am a technical analyst.
You're a technical analyst. Okay.
Yeah. So first time I'm doing fundamental.
Okay. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Jahir ji, if we can have videos of Girish Patel, DP Mohanty, Vana Krishna, Milind Roge, Brahma Raju. Yes, Mr. Vana Krishna.
Yeah, I'm a new investor. Actually, I'm a mutual fund distributor only.
Okay, you are a
I'm
mutual.
attending last time your session.
Okay.
For refreshing, again, I'm attending along with my assistant.
Okay. So you've done the course before?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome. So you're repeating the course. Okay. Welcome,
Exactly.
Zahir. Welcome, Zahir. Mr. Mohanty.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, I am there in the stock market for quite long time, but never followed any advice from any. For the first time, I am taking advice.
Acha, first time. This is not an advice. It is basically more of a, you will become your own stock selection expert. The purpose is that we focus on that, to pick up stocks is not very difficult. So our purpose is that when we share certain things, you can actually pick up the stocks very easily. This is
I have seen your value app. This information is very interesting and very useful.
Okay, so you will, after the session, it will become more useful to you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Girish Patel, we are introducing right now. It is starting. Mr. Patel, how long are you in the stock market? Mr. Patel, we cannot hear. Mr. Milind Rege, Mr. Rahulapati, Mr. Harish Ratnagari, if we can see each other.
Yeah. Hello, Shailesh. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, Harish. Welcome.
Yeah. So, just give me my background. Actually, I have total 30 years of experience.
Okay.
And I myself is a chartered accountant, cost accountant, and company secretary.
Okay.
And yeah, so really, I appreciate this initiative. And when I'm just reviewing your application, this is truly fantastic. So
thank you.
And see, I'll tell you, sometimes you need the food, right, to analyze. So that's something we are looking for. So many portals, so many information. We read Economic Times, Financial Express, Business Standards, but only from one portal, if I get all the informations about all the details about the financials, which definitely helps me a lot. I can save a lot of time here.
The app really saves a lot of time for people. Lot of hours and hours of research is saved by the app.
Yeah. So only thing is that Shailesh ji, this fundamentally actually we know very it's okay, but some technical analysis is something maybe we can discuss, because I don't know whether what to buy, that is okay, but when to buy, that is also a question mark.
So we will share our experience here, but we don't teach technical analysis. But I will definitely share that how do we
ये पर्दा खोल दियो.
जरूर करेंगे हम लोग. Thank you, Harish. Thank you for joining. Okay, anybody else? Nipun, Handa, Rajesh, Ravulpati. At least we know each other, so that when we start the journey, because we'll be there together for 4 days. Brahma Raju.
Hi, sir.
Namaste, namaste. Welcome.
Namaste, sir. Sir, I am in stock market from last 3 years. From last 1 year, I learned a lot from your app. So I finally decided to join the fundamental analysis.
Did you like it? Is it helping you?
Yeah, it's almost 75% I learned, 25% just I want to learn, just grasping whatever I have learned from books and all. Just to, if any teacher teaches, it will be very helpful to understand 100%. That's why.
Definitely, the stock market is a very big place, So
yeah.
I'm very happy that you're spending time to learn.
Yeah.
So we will share that. So
Okay.
let's start the journey, friends. Girish Chandraji, if you want to introduce yourself.
Sorry, I had to speak in between.
Yes,
but I have not been provided the access to the app so far.
You will be provided. You will be provided.
Oh, because I thought with the training or maybe immediately after the day to day, I'll have a look at it and then maybe it becomes easier for me to.
It is already done. So Vikas just tell na Rakesh Krishnan ji ka app क्यों नहीं चालू है? वो हो जाएगा within 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, good enough.
वो कुछ reason हुआ होगा technically, अभी हो जाएगा.
Absolutely.
I've recently invested in stock market, Rawalpati. So you're a new investor. Okay, very good. Welcome, welcome. And then we have Prateek Seth. Zahir, you wanted to share something? Zahir?
Hi, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Zahir.
So I've been with the stock market for around 5 years now. I'm an associate with SRE as well in mutual funds.
Yes, I know.
And looking forward to learning from you, sir.
We'll share whatever little we know. We'll share with you. Whatever little we know, we'll share with you.
Most definitely.
Okay. So shall we start the journey, friends? Yes. Who wants to share something?
Sir, me.
Yes, Venkat. Yes, Venkat ji.
Sorry, sir. Actually, I put my vacation exclusively last week, thinking that it was that. It's little unfortunate. So I happened to manage some of my another meeting. You can't believe my coincidence that meeting is cancelled. So I'll be missing. So मैं चुपके करना पड़ता है. Anyway, it was a very, probably maybe this year, if something could be very special, means that this training which I am attending, which is with so much of expectations I have on in this training, sir. I'm sure I will not be disappointed. Yeah.
Thank you, Venkat. You have been with me for a long time. We'll try to do our best.
Yes, sure.
Vikas, can you mute everyone? Let's start the journey.
Yes.
So, friend, let's start. Vikas, let's start the PPT, please. So friends, there is a lot of effort which we have done. So try not to disclose the thing. You have to take your notes. If you have a pen and paper, please take your notes on the PPT. So if you have any notes, please take it, because we will not be sharing the PPT. So please take the notes about it. These are very precious teachings. So we will not be sharing the PPT. So please take notes if you have anything. You have the app, which is more important, because that is where the main thing will happen. So please respect, please don't record or share our effort, which we have done for many, many years. Okay, let's start the journey, friends. Okay, so basically every investor only has two things, right? One is quality stocks, what and why to buy. So what we have observed in our discussions with many individual investors, they know the investors lack stock picking skill. Stock picking is a skill. You have to learn stock picking skills, right? So because of the stock picking is not a very easy subject, or it has not been made easy, it is very difficult to stock pick that which is a good stock, which is not a good stock. It is very difficult for the investors. Do you agree with me? How many people agree with me? If you agree, you can put in the chat, yes, we agree. Stock picking is difficult. How many agree? Yes, Girish Patel, Srinivasan, Zahir, Brahmaraju, Venkat. Okay, others, for others, stock picking is easy or not easy? Okay, we have now 7 people. We still have 10 people to go. So, Harish, okay. So, one of the most difficult things, it's not easy, right? One of the most difficult thing is to pick a stock. So, our entire 4-day model will actually give you an understanding that stock picking can be easy. We'll make it so easy for you. And once you understand, and then when you use the app, you said, hey, stock picking is easy. It's not very tough, right? So the entire training is very practical focused. We will focus less on theoretical, but we will be focusing more on practical stuff. Because at the end, we have to pick the right stock. So the skill of picking a stock will be taught to you in the next 4 days. What are the different ways you can pick up a stock? Correct? So this is a very important thing which we have understood from the investor point of view. Okay. Another challenge what we have understood is when to buy these quality stocks. Now, usually I want to check how many are intraday traders here? How many do intraday trading or short-term trading? Short-term trading. Anybody? Yes, Vana Krishna, Mohan Shri. So what I've observed in my experience, that usually when you're doing short-term trading, usually people do trading from 3 prospects. Number one, we have seen that whatever is in the news. So whichever share is a buying circuit or whichever share, how do you decide a stock to invest? Okay, in the short-term trading methodology, so whichever share is very popular or whichever share has the price has moved up, or whichever share there is a volume, or these are, or whichever share is making new highs, those are the methodology to invest in a stock. Do you agree, Garish? People, especially people are doing short-term trading. Okay, by looking, but which chart how do you decide the stock name, Girish Patel? You will see the chart before you will decide the stock name, right? So how do you decide the stock name? Which chart we have to see, Girish? How do you decide that? Girish, can you unmute yourself and talk if it's possible? Then DP Mohanty, how do you decide the stock name?
Based on last 3 quarter or 5 quarter performance, based on price movement, okay, based on industry leader.
Okay. So basically we
Sir.
decide, usually we buy a stock from the decision that how much price has moved. And then we take a decision to buy the stock. Correct? Not correct, Mr. Mohanty?
Sorry, I could not hear. Sorry.
Mr. Mohanty, you said that you see last 3 quarters or 5 quarters price movement, industry leaders, and then you decide the stock. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then last 3 quarters, in NP, net profit performance, sales performance, or EPS performance, and
No,
then
I'm talking of short-term trading here.
yeah, short term means I'm telling 1 to 3 months.
Okay, no, I'm not talking of 1 to 3 months. I'm talking of 1 to 7 days.
No, that I don't go over.
Okay, then you are not a trader. I'm talking of 1 to 7 days or 1 to. How do you decide that? That is an important part. Anybody else? Mohan Shri, how do you decide the stock name? Traders prefer.
Sir, actually, I only do index funds, only Nifty and Bank Nifty for intraday.
You don't do into stocks at all?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Then this question is not valid for you. I only want people who are doing stock trading. Anybody doing stock trading here? Let me ask this question.
I'm Zahir.
Yes, Zahir.
Yeah.
Please go
So a lot of times what happens here is when you're doing something short term, which is 1 to 7 days, also it could be news based, it could be event based, like, for instance, a result coming out or a deal which is being signed. So just to play on the volume and just to play on, a sort of emotion behind the stock, where it's going. If it's good for the stock, then you can, that's what also we look into. At least I look into that.
Right. So basically what I learned from you is you are talking of, you take whether the results are there or whether there is any deal going on those sorts. So basically news-based.
Correct.
News-based, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, can I have a word, sir?
Yes, Venkatji, boliye.
I used to do in stocks, but and mainly I stick with the large cap or blue chip very specifically because it's a stable, and I always follow based on the technicals, like oversold region, and mainly I trade on the divergence.
So that's fine. You are going technical after deciding the stock name. Yes, no.
Yes.
My question is very different. How do you decide the stock name? Ki iska technical dekhna hai mere?
I always select a stock which is beaten up badly.
Okay. Now I'm telling you, usually according to my experience, what I have seen is in the short term, people usually buy stock which is in the news. News can be because of results. News can be because of split bonus. News can be because of any announcement done by the company. So news-based trading is a very important trading. Another thing that I've seen is investors invest if the prices have moved up. So if they, Girishji, can you please mute yourself because there's a sound coming here. So what we have seen is when people buy the stock, the price movement becomes very, very important. What has been the recent price movement of the stock? And then they decide. So these news-based, or some people even do volume-based trading, which is very less. So anybody's buy stocks on the basis of there is an upper circuit in a certain stock. There is a news and there is an upper circuit, and then you buy that stock. Does it happen? Yes, no. Girishji, please keep yourself mute so that there's a sound coming from your back. Girishji, Girish Chandraji, please keep yourself mute because there is a sound coming from the back. I have muted you. You don't need to do anything. I have muted you already. Don't do anything now. It's fine. Okay. So these are some of the ways to decide the stock. The main is the stock, and then we will do technical analysis. Correct? So what we have to study, what we are going to tell you is that how to reach those stocks where we should be interested in, because those stocks should be quality stocks. So how do we reach that platform is what we will share with you. Everybody needs a stock name. Okay, so these are some important things which we are going to study. So our entire focus for, especially for the 2 days, will be our entire focus. Because just I'm having some water. Huh? Just 1 second. Huh? Vikas, please continue.
So as sir said, so there are two requirements of the investors, which is a quality stocks, what and why to buy, and when to buy these quality stocks at undervalued price. So these are two main focus which an investor has. So our 4-day program will be focusing on these two things. So first 2 days will be on what and why to buy. पहले 2 दिन हम लोग what और why किस स्टॉक को लेना चाहिए और क्यों लेना चाहिए वो जानेंगे. और next 2 days will be on when to buy these quality stocks, undervalued price पे. We'll also be discussing overvalued price हो तो हम लोग को क्या करना है, what to do when stock is good quality stocks but it is overpriced as per the valuation. So वहां पे हम लोगों को क्या करना चाहिए. So we'll be discussing on these two parameters. Next would be, so how does bad quality stock behave? Bad quality stocks may rise in short term because of speculation, intraday movement, sentiment, news, but in long term it will fall drastically. This is exactly where investor get trapped. So as you guys have said just now कि आप लोग intraday में generally आप देखोगे कि हम लोग फंस जाते हैं. We all get trapped in intraday. So because of the bad quality stocks, sometimes we do very well in intraday, sometimes we do very poorly in intraday. It is because of the quality of the stock. If the quality of the stock is poor, if we trade intraday, if we get trapped, because what happened, you guys must be agreeing to this fact that when we buy anything in intraday, if we make losses in intraday, we tend to carry forward them. Do we do? If you can say, do we do such kind of thing? Mostly people who are intraday trading intraday. Is anybody who is trading intraday and when you guys stuck with any trade, then do you carry over that position? I think nobody there in nobody is trading intraday in this section, in this webinar. Everyone is investor. Okay, I got 2 messages. I do. So what happened in intraday? There is a confusion. Yeah, thank you. So what happened in intraday? There is a confusion when you buy a stock. If that stock doesn't work according to your understanding, and if that stock, if you have bought and the stock fell, what happened? What we tend to do? We carry forward our losses. We do not cut stop loss most of the time, traders, because we know, because we think that markets are okay. Let us keep this stock for 2-3 days. Let us ask broker to help us for 2-3 days funding. So what happened? Eventually, what happened in these 2-3 days, the stock falls, and when stock fall again, what happened? We get trapped and we have to book huge losses in that stock. But if you invest only in good quality stock, even in intraday, you tend to do well. In 2-3 days, your money will again get recovered after a correction, and you will not get trapped as an investor. Okay, so we'll be discussing this broad heads, like you must, our website name is Value Stocks. So there is a bigger meaning of value. What we have is a deeper meaning of value. For VV means, there's a value, VALUE. For VV means valuation. For A we mean action momentum. From L we mean long-term quality. Then UV means using growth, and EV means exit or risk parameters. So these 5 pointers, VALUE, this is what we discover after reading lots of books, that these are the only theories, these are the only system through which big investors invest in market. This is very critical if we can understand this, because these 4 points, VALU, are the biggest understanding through which all the great investors, whether it be Warren Buffett, whether it be Ramdev Agarwal, whether it be anyone, they all they all invest through these parameters. So if we can understand, and in these 4 pointers, VALU, the 2 most important thing, what we said, we will be discussing quality stocks, what and why to buy. So what and why are covered in L and U. L means long-term quality. Now, what for a company, what is quality and what is long-term? Which parameter? See, knowing there are 1625 companies right now in NSE listed companies, so it's very difficult for anyone to visit each and every every manager of the organization or director or managing director of the organization. So how will we get to know that who is a great management, who is good management, whether they are doing good management or not? So what happens in long-term quality, what and why, ROE and ROC, what we have found is one of the greatest understanding in investment. Okay, ROE and ROE, please friends, listen this very clearly. ROE and ROC is a greatest understanding while investing a stock. If this 1 point, ROE, ROC, free cash flow, debt equity ratio, long-term quality, if this is in place, if in any strategy or any stock, if ROE, ROC, free cash flow, debt to equity ratio is in place, it gives you one great important, it helps you with one great important attributes of investing. Can anybody say this? कोई बता सकता है कि लॉन्ग टर्म क्वालिटी से हम लोग को सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट क्या होता है? What is that one benefit we get if we use? We'll be coming to returns afterwards. Return तो हम लोग का ultimate goal है, but ROE, free cash flow, debt to equity ratio हम लोगों को सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट क्या देती है? Anybody can write on chat. What does ROE, ROC, free cash flow, debt equity ratio provide us? Wealth maximization, okay. Anybody else? Stability, okay. Health of the company. You may not lose money. Perfect. So safety provide करती है, जो गिरीश पटेल जी ने कहा है. सर wealth maximization और हम लोगों को ग्रोथ और मोमेंटम के थ्रू बहुत स्ट्रांगली हो सकती है. Wealth can be created through action momentum or using growth, but the only aspect, why do some stock do well when they are in momentum? Why do some stock do well for a considerable period of time? Why do other stock tend to fall? You have entered at momentum. कोई भी स्टॉक बढ़ रही होती है, रोज बढ़ रही है, आपने लिया, 2 स्टॉक लिया, A and B. आपने A and B में A स्टॉक लिया, बढ़ते हुए लिया, और B स्टॉक भी बढ़ते हुए लिया. What happened? B stock continue its fleet, it's go up continuously. But what happened? B stocks वो क्या करती है, 1-2 दिन फिर चढ़ती है ऊपर, and then they start going down. और A stock अगर temporarily गिरती है तो it's again bounce back and goes up in same direction. But with B stocks, now what is the difference between A stocks and B stocks? A stocks में quality poor है. And what is the measurement of quality? Measurement of quality is return on equity, a consistent return on equity, a consistent free cash flow, a consistent lower debt to equity ratio. अगर कंपनी में डेट कम रहता है, कंपनी में फ्री कैश फ्लो पॉजिटिव रहती है, कंपनी की आरओई अच्छी रहती है, सबसे मार्केट में मार्केट इज लाइक अ फायर. सो व्हाट इज एज अ फायरमैन, हम लोग एज अ फायरमैन हैं, इफ यू आर इन्वेस्टर, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट मोस्ट थिंग कि पहले तो फायर से बचना है, एंड देन वी कैन एक्सटिंग्विश दैट फायर. तो इन अ सिमिलर वे इन स्टॉक मार्केट आपको पहले क्या करना है, पहले आपको सेफ्टी लेके जाना है कि ओके आई विल इन्वेस्ट ओनली इन दोज कंपनीज जिसका आरओई अच्छा है, दैट मीन कंपनी इक्विटी में, प्राइस नहीं इक्विटी में, अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट पे दे आर मेकिंग गुड मनी। ऑन फ्री कैश फ्लो अगर अच्छा है, दैट मीन्स कंपनी का सेविंग एटीट्यूड है, कंपनी हर साल आउट ऑफ इट्स ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट, आफ्टर out of its profit, they are not spending too much on capital or sorry capital expenditure, they are not making capital expenditure too much, और कुछ सेव करती है, फ्यूचर कहीं भी कुछ फ्यूचर अनसर्टेनिटी के लिए सेव करती है। तो दीज ऑल थिंग्स, डेट इक्विटी कम है, मतलब उसका डेट बर्डन ज्यादा नहीं है, कल को मार्केट में कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम आता है तो उसको स्ट्रेस नहीं है कि मुझे डेट कैसे चुकाना है। अगर प्रोडक्ट में कोई कंपटीटर आ गया तो they doesn't have any issue कि how will I pay my debt. Okay, so we will be discussing ROE, ROC, everything in detail. ठीक है, so we'll be discussing। फिलहाल हम लोगों को ये समझना है कि हम लोगों ने जो इन्वेस्टमेंट किया हुआ है, जो भी हम लोगों ने IPOs के थ्रू और के थ्रू जो फंड्स डाले हुए हैं कंपनी में, वो फंड के ऊपर कंपनी कितना रिटर्न बनाती है, रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटी। ठीक है, सो इससे हम लोग को लॉन्ग टर्म क्वालिटी के संग हम लोग को सेफ्टी मिलती है। तो फ्रेंड्स, सबसे पहला रिक्वायरमेंट हम लोग का ये है कि वी शुड बी वेरी मच फोकस ऑन रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटी, ROC, फ्री कैश फ्लो, डेट टू इक्विटी रेशियो एंड दीज 3 पॉइंट्स। दिस 3 पॉइंट गिव्स यू स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेबिलिटी इन द मार्केट। बहुत ज्यादा स्टेबिलिटी देती है आपको मार्केट में, आपको कम से कम सेफ्टी बेल्ट लगा देती है आपके। तो there will be accident, there will be thing, क्योंकि other parameters भी हैं, but if anything happen, the chance, the probability of doing well in market becomes higher for you. Okay, then second point comes using growth. Okay, so I'm again saying you the 2 days, the 2-day class will be on what and why to buy. भले ये 2 पॉइंट लग रही है, लेकिन ये बहुत ही समंदर है, बहुत ही बड़ी है और बहुत ही डिटेल्ड है, जो सर डिस्कस करेंगे आप लोगों से। सो वन वी डिस्कस्ड इज लॉन्ग टर्म क्वालिटी व्हिच इज अ सेफ्टी मेजर। नाउ दिस इज वन ऑफ द फंडामेंटल। सर हैज जॉइंड, या
okay, so Vikash, we're sharing this page, right?
Yeah, we share just long term quality, now using growth. Yeah,
basically when you want to buy a stock, friends, this is what we have been able to do. It's about making a summary that if you want to go to the right stock, what are the major parameters which we need to see, and then obviously we'll try to make it more simpler, but at least on one page we have been able to put what are the questions a person has. Okay, like first example is what we are going to cover today and tomorrow is we are going to cover L and U. Okay, L and U will be covered today and tomorrow, where we are going to focus on the quality of the company. The quality that whenever you buy a quality company, according to our research, you minimize the risk in a very, very big way. Number 2, whenever you buy a quality company, the share prices tends to go up all the time. So the first focus which we are going to discuss in stock selection system is L and U. So the entire focus will be, let's first decide which stock is good in the market. Okay, so we will take you to about 100 stocks or 125 stocks and what is the science behind reaching those stocks. So once we have reached those 125 stocks, then life becomes somewhat easier to move ahead. Okay, so this is the first thing which we are going to do is we are going to cover L and U. Okay, what stock to buy and why should we buy this stock? These are 2 answers which many investors has in a stock. Okay, and obviously once you have decided the right stock, then as Harish you were sharing, when to buy the stock. So obviously there is a when to buy. In when to buy, there is a very simple philosophy, friends, which I'll tell you and I'll show you the video also. When to buy is if you have built conviction over a good quality stock. Okay, whenever it falls, you buy that stock. So this is completely a new mindset. Okay, usually people have the tendency to buy the stock whichever prices are going up. Here, first we decide the quality of stock, and then whenever that stock gives a correction, which we will be discussing, you buy that stock, because every stock gives a correction. There is not a single stock which does not give a correction. Okay, so that is the discussion we are going to have on the 3rd day and the 4th day. Okay, so very, very clear focus. First is, let us get the stock selection methodology. First, let's come to the right stocks first. So that even if I buy the stock at a higher price, now I'll tell you the beauty. Please listen very carefully. Okay, even if you buy the stock at a higher price, you will still make money. Valuation is about timing the market. Okay, valuation and when to buy is about timing the market. Friends, timing can only be done by God. I'll tell you one thing. So even if you have the if you have some very, very good karma and you want to be, you have to become rich, okay, then timing becomes a very important question. But timing can only be done by a few people. If they have good karma, I have seen about myself, whenever I've spent a lot of time on timing, it becomes very stressful. Because timing, to do timing, when to buy is not a very easy thing. But if you know the right quality of stocks, then for that stock, timing is always good. So even if you buy slightly higher, you will see that, you still make money in that stock. So the first is, and again in quality, there are different types of quality. What is different types of quality? There is a quality, there is an 18 karat gold, there is a 22 karat gold, there is a 24 karat gold. So what we are going to discuss is, we are definitely going to discuss quality, but we are going to emphasize that which is an 18 karat, which is a 22 karat, and which is a 24 karat stock. So do you think the price of a 24 karat gold is more than the 22 karat? The price is always higher. So that is why the valuation can be given higher to those stocks. So the most important thing what you need to learn is, first understand the quality of a stock. Is it AAA quality? It is AA quality, or it is A quality? We don't even focus on B, friends. We focus on AAA quality, AA quality, and A quality. So once you understand, okay, this is a AAA quality. If it's a AAA quality, I can give a higher price for this stock. Oh, this is a AA quality. I'll wait. I don't want to give a higher price. I'll wait. It's a A quality. B quality, so don't even buy. Okay. So the purpose is taking you to A quality stocks. We will be discussing the entire research on 1600 stocks of NSE, which is AAA quality. We'll be discussing in detail. Okay. How do we arrive to a AAA quality? How do you know this is AAA? So there has to be a methodology. So the stock selection system will make it very easy for you. And once you understand the system, you can use it to your advantage very, very quickly. So we give different valuation to different, obviously if it's a AAA quality share, I'm ready to buy even at a higher P. But it's an A quality share, I want to buy it, but I don't want to buy it at a very high P. That depends on the quality of the stock. Are we communicating, friends? So 2 days, the entire focus is, first come to quality stocks. Come to quality stocks. Let's move ahead, Vikash. Okay, so this is what we are going to cover. Move ahead, Vikash. It's fine. Move ahead, Vikash. Move ahead, Vikash. Okay, we'll do this later. We'll show them the later. Later. Okay, so we'll be discussing undervaluation. So let's come to quality stocks. Okay, now let's start the journey, friends. What is a quality stock? How do you know a stock has quality? Okay, according to our research, we will show you the research also. Those we have tested it, that 85% of the quality stocks always goes up. So what is the benefit? Again, I'm repeating for everyone. 85% of quality stocks always gives you positive returns. I'm passing a very, very powerful statement. I hope you can understand the statement. Again, I'm repeating for everyone. 85% of quality stocks always goes up. So what is the benefit? Benefit is that whenever you will buy quality stocks, the chances of making money becomes higher and higher. Even if you buy the stock at a higher valuation. Valuation and quality is two different philosophies. Okay, all the intelligent people, their prime goal is to find the quality of a company. So we have been, maybe our experts, which we will be sharing is that if this company has this quality, that means the prices will go up, not in the short term maybe, but my chances of losing money becomes negligible. Now, if you will not lose money, that means that if you hold the stock, you will always make money. Now, this is a very, very powerful statement which I am passing. Okay, so are you interested to know that if you buy quality stocks, that means loss ka ghar band ho gaya? Am I creating pressure on myself? Do you think I'm passing a very big statement? The answer is yes, and I will prove it to you. Okay, so let's study quality companies which always give. Never invest in a company which does not have quality. So how do you know quality? Quality is vital to the success of a business. If a business can create and distribute high quality goods and services, then it is more likely to be a successful enterprise. Now, friends, it is a very simple, it's logical. If you are a company, obviously the product of that company should be very, very good. Yes or no? Yes, it's a logical thing, right? So if the company has good quality products, then only it is a quality company. A product without a great quality product, that company cannot be good. Now, this is a very simple teaching, but logical, common sense thing, but investors don't see this important thing. Okay, so basically any company which has a great product and the customers love the product of the company, okay, which increases customer loyalty. Because of the product, the company builds reputation. Because of the product, it has a market share, it becomes a leader. And because of the cost effectiveness of the product, the way they produce the product, the way they sell the product, the way they manage the expenses, that means the management is very, very efficient. Okay, some ways to define quality. It is useful for the customer. It is required by the customer. It is giving value to the customer, and it is cost effective to the customer. Now, this is such a simple thing, but whenever I ask this thing to a person, they are not able to answer. Oh, this is what I need to see in a company. Okay, so any company where you do not know about the product, you should not invest in that company. You should know what is the product and the service of that company, because that decides the quality of the company. Okay, next slide, Vikash. Quality management. Obviously, if there is a quality stock, behind that there has to be a quality management. Quality management is the act of overseeing all activities, tasks that must be accomplished to maintain a desired level of excellence. This includes the determination of a quality policy, creating and implementing quality planning, assurance. It is also referred as total quality management. So you have to definitely see that the management has quality. They have a track record of quality. Okay, so this is a very, very important thing to understand, which we all know that this is very, very important. So how do I know? What we are going to make it simple is, how do I know that this is the quality management? This is what we will teach you. Next slide. Importance of quality management. Consistent quality and making of products. They make great products. Ensures efficiency in the company. That means they manage their cost, their sales are growing, profit is growing, they manage their debt, they manage the cost. High productivity levels, attracts a lot of customers, beats the competition in the market, enhanced brand value, customer satisfaction, reduced risk, increased revenues and profits. So these are some of the basis of our quality management. How do we do it? We'll study more. I'm just taking you to that journey. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, later on, Vikas, next slide. Okay, now, how do you identify quality stock? Let's go to the how. This is the key factor. So what we realized was that if we can make it easy for the investors to decide a quality stock, what we realized was sales growth is one of the most powerful system of deciding a quality stock. Sales growth. Okay. So sales growth is very, very important, friends, because if there is sales growth, that means the customers are buying the product more and more. And if the customers are buying the product of the company will have greater profits. And if the company has greater profits, what we saw that when the company has sales growth and profit growth, those companies tend to go up much, much more. Their stock prices go up. Our purpose is that the stock prices should go up. Correct? So if the stock prices are going up of the company, it will only go up when it has sales growth and profit growth. So we checked, we studied, we researched. So sales growth is a very, very important, powerful thing of a company. Now, how do we know that sales growth defines the management? Because we were discussing the management. Now you see, this is a very interesting formula. Positive sales growth, okay, in 1 year is 727 companies. Okay, but if you do positive sales growth for 5 years, there are only 270 companies which can do positive sales growth. Now, if I do 10% sales growth is very minimal, right? Last year, 374 companies did a sales growth more than 10%. But if you see 5-year track record, okay, we have to see there are only 58 companies which can do continuous sales growth for 5 years. That means sales growth is the toughest thing for a management. If a management is able to manage sales growth, that means the management is super, super efficient in that business. The management is taking the right strategy for the companies. The management is making the right products for the company. So what we have realized is that management is very, very, very important. It is very, very important. Okay, so there are only 58 companies in India which companies are able to do sales growth continuously. Now I'm sure there are many people in the group who are doing business, and you can say yes or no on the chat. Do you agree? You know, to do sales growth for 5 consecutive years, it is not so easy. Is it easy or not so easy? Yes, you agree, right? Milind agrees. Okay, thank you, Milind. Yeah, it is not so easy, right? So this is where the money is, friends. This is where you should focus. The money is where the sales growth is. You never buy a company which is not having sales growth. If the company is having sales growth, that is the company you will buy. Buy, I'll tell you. Now, if you see, economic problem will always stay in the market. Something will always happen to the economy. Now, see, 2016, demonetization happened. Everybody thought economy will collapse. 2017, GST happened. 2018, capital gain happened. 2019, Indo-Pakistan happened. 2020, COVID happened. Please, friends, remember there will always be certain economic problem which will happen in the market. Economic problem is part of living in the universe. Okay, so what is important is I'll take the questions later, Hareshji, please. Please ask questions later. Okay, first try to understand the concepts. So what is important is that we try to find those stocks which is doing well in a bad economy. Again, I'm repeating to everyone, try to find those stocks which is doing well in a bad economy. That is where you make money. Economy will be good or bad, that is not in a hand. But if the company is doing well or not, it is in a hands. So always invest or try, hey, forget about the economy. This company, is it doing well or not, despite of COVID, despite of all the tensions? Because what happened is all the investors are becoming economists. They decide to buy and sell according to the economy. We have to buy a stock. Because we have to buy the stock, we have to see the value of that stock. For example, you want to get your daughter or son married, right? You want to get your daughter and son married. So will you look how many beautiful girls are there in the whole world? What is happening to the girl population? How many beautiful girls are there? Or you will be only focused on one or two girls who are good looking, who are well mannered for your children, for marriage. So what we are doing, we have to buy few stocks and we're talking about the economy. What is Modi doing? What is happening to the economy? That is not our job, friends. When you're buying a stock, focus on the stock. This is a very simple logic, but we don't use it. It's not common sense. Don't focus on the economy too much when you're buying a stock. Because you're trying to predict. What you're trying to say is that do you think that when the market goes down, all stocks fall down? Or there are certain stocks which even does well in a falling market. Let's break this myth. Friends, do you think all stocks go down when the market goes down? Which are the stocks which falls less? Which are the stocks which has a tendency to even grow in a falling market? Only those stocks which does well, which already beats the economy. So if the company is continuously having sales growth, forget about the economy. Focus on the stock. Clear, not clear, friend? This is a very important concept. Another important concept is most of the investors are always looking for future prospects. Again, I'm repeating. What is going to happen to the stock in future? Right or wrong? Right? Iska future prospect kaisa hai? So we are trying to predict the future. What all the intelligent people, all the fund managers, you know how they see? They see the track record of the company, and I'll prove it to you also. You ask any knowledgeable fund manager, they see the track record of the company. Now, another example, you want your daughter or son to be married. You will see the track record of the person, whether he has a job, how's the family, or whether, oh, he will get a job in future. What do you see? You see the track record, right? So this is another problem, is investors are too much focused on the future, but they don't see whether the track record of the company is good or not good. Obviously, we will always give you the methodology that which stocks goes up in future. That is our prime goal. But what we have seen is whichever companies has a great track record, and if they continue with that track record, the share prices keeps going up. It is a very simple thing, but usually I've seen that people are missing this important understanding. They are too much focused on future, where past knowledge or past track record of the company, they have no knowledge, and they buy a wrong or a pathetic stock. Track record of a company is very, very, very important. Okay, so as you see the track record of the company, you know this is the quality stock. Then we have to decide how much, what is the possibility and how much money we can make from this stock. That we will discuss on the 3rd and 4th day. Are we communicating with each other? Okay, so this is a very, very important thing to see the quality of the management. Any company does not have a great product, then there will be no sales growth. So sales growth tells me that the customers love the products of the company. Okay, how many people here, let me check. How many people actually see the sales growth before deciding to buy a stock? How many see sales growth before deciding to buy a stock? Everybody told me they see the prices, they see technical analysis. I am giving you a new concept. I am saying see sales growth and then decide to buy a stock. Not me, okay? Okay, Hareji sees sales growth, very good. So I have seen in my interaction, sales growth is not even in the picture. No investors understand sales growth. Investors have a very, they think that fundamental value of a stock, they have no concept of the fundamental value of a stock. The highest valuation, highest fundamental value of a stock comes from its sales. We will teach everything, Mr. DP Mohanty. I will teach you 4 things. Okay, so sales growth is a very important concept which we will be discussing today in details. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, your answer is coming, Mr. Mohanty. Second thing, they are having sales growth, but I want to only invest in company which also has profit growth, not profit, profit growth. Now see the numbers. Okay, see the numbers. 10% EPS growth. Mr. Girish Chandra, please take down the notes. You're not supposed to copy and take a print. Please take down notes, please. Okay, 10% growth of 1920. There are only 28 companies. There are only 28 companies which only has 10% growth. Only 28, friends. That means to continuously do profits is also a very, very difficult thing. That is why the result season is very, very important. After the result season, we come to know that which companies are actually having profits or who is having profit growth. It is common sense, friend. If a company does not have profit growth, how can we know that this is a great company? Are we communicating? Are we communicating? Yes or no? Okay, so profit growth is also very, very important. We have to see the track record of company which has 5-year profit growth. If a company has 5-year sales growth, friend, that means the company has developed a product which is unbeatable in the market. They have a huge advantage in the market. Huge advantage. If a company is able to do profit growth for 5 years, the company has a huge advantage in the market. Okay, so 5 years of profit growth you should see to know the quality of the company. See, the quality is not made in 1 year of a company. The company should have a track record. So I take 5 years to actually judge the quality of a company. Okay, the third, according to my research, and I will show you the video also about quality companies, because video of quality companies of Mr. Nilesh Shah. Okay, so ROE, ROC and cash flow are two important criteria for buying quality companies. And I will show you a video, and I will show you 2-3 videos to emphasize this concept. Where we will find the list of 28 stocks. What is this 28 stocks, Mr. Monty? We'll take the questions later, Mr. Monty. Let's focus on the teaching what we are doing.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so you will hear Mr. Nilesh Shah talking about quality companies. That is the key element.
Nilesh, we just have under 2 minutes left, and now there's a rapid fire coming your way, so you have to quickly answer whatever comes to your mind. Couple of questions. Here's the first one. What would you say has been your biggest lesson in the stock market?
Buy quality, quality, and quality.
Okay, the most important filter, Nilesh, while selecting a stock?
Governance, governance, governance.
Okay, a key ratio, any financial metric that is your go-to ratio while you're selecting a company?
Company should earn more than the cost of capital reflected in return on capital employed, and it should generate free cash flow.
The best stock pick of your career?
Did you get the teaching, friends? PPT Vikash. So I'm just showing within 10 seconds that if the most intelligent person, he's a very respected and intelligent person in the stock market, and he manages 1 lakh crore rupees, and he's telling you that if you are buying quality stocks, what do you see in a quality stock? Correct? So this is just the evidence so that you start aligning your thoughts accordingly. So ROC, there are only 250 companies which can manage ROC greater than 15. And then he said free cash flow, there are only 233 companies which can manage free cash flow. See, we have to buy 10-15 companies only, right? So what I'm trying to teach you is from 1600 companies, at least come back to 100-150 companies which has quality. That is the first focus where we are going to be. And then we'll focus on the when to buy those 125 stocks. So you just had, okay, I'll just stick to these 125, 150 stocks for my stock market career. If you follow that, you will probably, again, I don't want to say it, but the chances of losing money will become absolutely zero. Why? Because you're buying quality stocks. If you hold them, the prices will come off those stocks. And because you will buy a portfolio of 15-20 stocks, maybe 1 or 2 out of 15% is 3 stocks out of 20. 17 will give you money, 3 may not give you money. Because there is no 100% track record of any stock in the world. But the 17 stocks will outperform the 3 stocks and your portfolio will make money. Are we communicating? So most of the fund managers, they know if they buy quality, loss होने का chances ही नहीं. So लोग पहले loss का system से हटा देते हैं. and they only focus on quality stocks. So they might give less return, more return. That is a separate issue. We will discuss that also, how to increase the return. That is the second step, which we will discuss in when to buy. But the first is loss ka ghar band karo. Quality stock lo, loss ka ghar band karo. Okay, another video on quality, huh? Ramdev Agarwal, another video on quality. Because ROE, Ramdev Agarwal?
Yes.
Please take out your pen and paper and note the video.
Media Summit this July. Exclusive media partner CNBC TV 18.
Welcome back here with the first edition of the CNBC TV 18 Investment Guide. And our guest on the show is someone who's seen so many market cycles, Ramdev Agarwal of Motilal Oswal. Ramdev, now we want to spend some time talking about quality, which is one of the key filters that you always talk about. And it's exactly what you were just saying, right? If you pick the right stock, then you're home. So how do you define quality, and what are the parameters that you strictly measure quality against?
This is one subject of quality, which everybody knows what is quality, what is not quality, commonsensically. Yet there is no defined way to say that this is one way to see the quality. But I mean, there are 5-6 ways one looks at it depending on the company which you are looking at right now. But one common filter which comes to my mind to start with is about the return on equity or productivity of the capital, and for how long the productivity of capital is high, and is it a company which has a sustainable business and a business which has a high productivity of assets or capital, you can say. Say you have 1,000 crore worth of asset. Some businesses, they barely earn, say, 100 crores. That's about 10%. And some business, year after year, they earn 250 or 300 crores, 25-30%. That's where the quality story starts. And understanding quality, again, has a 2 dimension. One, are you looking at old company, something which is running for 10-20 years, or are you looking at a company which is a brand new company, which is just 3, 4, 5 years old or 7 years old, first time they're making profit? So if you looking at old company, I mean, most of the time, 90% time you're looking at old company with track record of 10, 15, 20 years, you get nice, ratios where you can figure out right from now I'm really remembering the process, how I go about it. I go to my ratio. I mean, once I see that companies of reasonable size making 10, 20 crores, then I go to strict ratios, because when you're doing ratios, you typically don't see the absolute number. So when you look at the ratio, the first ratio I see is what has been the recent track record of 10 years of the return on equity. And if turns out to be more like a 20, 22%, 23% year after year with no break, below 15%, the consistently, if it is making 18, 20, 25, 30 or even more, that's the kind of thing which brings the quality story on. Because one of the belief is that businesses are capital input output machine. Irrespective of name of the business, businesses are capital input output machine. And if the risk-free rate is about 8 to 10%, then significantly higher return on capital or assets is a sign that there's some magic on in that particular company. What is that magic? We don't know, but the numbers are telling me that they're able to earn a lot more on the capital employed than the normally what a business should be earning. So that is a first starting point of quality company. Then you look at that is the first ratio. Then you look at the terms of trade. Immediately I go to the terms of trade. If the company is making money, then are they able to collect their money collect their dues. Like if you are giving, I mean, there you'll find very few companies with less than 30 days debtors level. So what happens is, if you do business, you make the things in 30, 40 days, 50 days, depending on what you're making, and you are giving it to your customer or dealer or distributor, and you are not able to collect the money. Or are you able to collect the money in 10 days, 15 days, or on a spot? There are 2-3 types of business. One, you collect it after 30 days. Other, you collect it on cash. And there are some businesses where actually you collect it before time. That is an advance. That shows the strength of your business. So we are not only earning 20% or 25%, you are also able to collect the entire profit well on time. That gives you cash flow. And so once you have the high ROE and very good terms of trade with your buyer of the products or services, that kind of starts my equation about what exactly is this company and how good they are designed. And then you get into trying to understand the businesses, what are the entry barriers. Then you try to figure out the entry barriers. Like, is this company very unique in character? Because there can be two ways of uniqueness. One is the completely differentiated company. Nobody else can do it. Or second is that it is the lowest cost producer in a commodity kind of business. You're in cement, you are in steel, you are in pipes, but you are the lowest cost. Okay. And third is what kind of market dominance you are in terms of market share. So differentiation, low cost, and the scale. And if all three come together, like Maggi Noodles, it is the largest noodle company, it is the lowest cost, and it has the largest volume. So when all three entry barriers come, then you know that this business can last for a very long time.
Okay.
And so various
Vikash. So friends, what you need to learn is, definitely we will come to when to buy. Returns is the prime focus for us. Where we want to really highlight is really minimize the risk. Invest in quality companies. So even if you bought at a higher P, you don't worry about it because I bought a great company. Right? So in the stock selection system, the prime goal is that I will buy a good company. And the good company has some very simple parameters. One is profit growth, one is sales growth, one is ROE, and one is free cash flow. There are 4 components of a great company. Okay, I'll show you another video of Vikash, unka jo cash flow and wo. Vikash,
Madhusudan Kela.
Yes. So I'm just giving you proof that this is very, very simple and easy to do. Fundamentals is not so tough.
And companies which you have done, that yes, I have done my homework and this is a real big winner for me. Now, just coming back, some of the characteristics which I have used to identify these companies. A, you look at the size of the opportunity. That is most important. What is the size of the opportunity in which this company is playing? Second, I have played a disproportionate importance to the leader and the management team, which is going to build this business. Third thing, which you look at, what is the competitive advantage, or in more sophisticated language we call it a moat. So what is the competitive advantage which the company is bringing on the table to build this business? And then there are plethora of financial statistics which you use. Someone will use A, B, C, D. I use free cash flow. I use ROE. And I use essential, how cheap the stock is. And finally, at the end of the day, it is all about.
So again, friends, ROE, free cash flow, sales growth, profit growth. So this is the most important parameters to understand the quality of a company. These are 4 parameters. And what we have done, and we are the only ones who are in India who has created a fundamental value score for all companies, which we say QBS. This fundamental value score is so powerful that it always gives you returns. I'll show you the statistics. Vikash, show the statistics. So once Vikash, एक बार पहले कोई भी कंपनी खोल के दिखा दे बेटा. पहले कोई भी कंपनी का दिखा दे how it is. So we have to make it simple that what is a quality company? Can we identify a quality company within 1 second? So we have created a score. Within 1 second, you can know that this company is good or bad. Okay, so let's take a company like Larsen Toubro Infotech, or we can take Whirlpool. I've taken purposely Whirlpool. And then we'll go in the profit. This stock has not given any return in 1 year, but it's a great company. How do you decide a great company? As I said, the track record of the company is very, very important. People don't see the track record. If you want to buy a golden company, there has to be a track record, right? So the track record means that the company's ROE we covered, free cash flow, sales growth and EPS growth for last 5 years gives me the quality business or the quality of the company. Okay, which is marked as 22 by 22. So 5 years into 4 is 20. And then the current quarter EPS growth and sales growth. So according to me, when we did this, we found out that we have found a great magic for the investors. So whichever companies are good, you can instantly know. Right? So I'll show you the data, because if you can go in the Excel sheet, how many companies are 22? I'm sure you must want to know companies that are 22 by 22. Are you interested to know the names of all the companies which is 22 by 22? How many people want to know the names of 22 by 22? So these are the, Vikas, can you make it bigger? So I'll give you now practical training start. These are companies which has 22 by 22. Asian Paints, great company, friends. We have by the score, you can know the greatness of a company. Aurobindo Pharma, Britannia, Hindustan Unilever, Larsen Toubro Infotech, not Larsen Toubro. Larsen Toubro Infotech, which is LTI, and Whirlpool. There are only 6 companies which is 22 by 22. Only 6 companies in India. So it is such a strict measure. Now, if you invest in these 22 by 22, invest in these 6 shares, friend, you will never lose money. Even if you buy at a high P, forget about the valuation. We have checked it. You buy it, you will always make money in these companies. Okay. So if you see many, Vikas, what is the P of many companies? If you see, there is a company, Asian Paint has a P of 112. So many people will never buy Asian Paint for its life. And if you see the 5-year return, Vikas, can you show the 5-year return, please? If you see the 5-year return is about 200%. The P of Asian Paint will always be high. It is such a high quality company. You will never get Asian Paint at a low P. So if you get this stock at 50, 60 P, you should be thankful to God that you got Asian Paint at a P of 50, 60. You will never get Asian Paint. It's such a great company. Aurobindo Pharma. Now, Aurobindo Pharma is at a low P. So this is another area. It's a great company, but it is at a low P. So this is another strategy which we'll be discussing on day 3. So why the P is not very high? When the quality of the company is so good, why the P is not so high? Right? So we will be discussing that on the 3rd day. Now see, Britannia, P is 49, high P. Hindustan Unilever 80p. Larsen & Toubro Infotech, usually IT companies, because of competition, their sector P is not so high. The sector P of IT companies is 23. So compared to that, LTI is 38. And then Whirlpool P is 100. So what I realized was, higher the quality, they will always get higher valuation. There are always thousands of fund managers who are just waiting. Let Asian Paint fall by 10%, I will buy. Let Britannia fall by 10-15%, I will buy the stock. Okay, so this is one of the very important things. So you will get the, once you are already a member, you can see all the companies, you know, which has the highest P, which I will show you right now. Show from the app, Vikash. So you can immediately know all the best companies instantly. So it's a practical training, how to use the app. You go to the app, you go to Stock Screener. You just say all companies greater than 20, no, 20 kar dena. 21, ठीक है, 22 आए, okay, 21 ठीक है. All companies, all those companies which are set, it is available. So you know how many companies are greater? All 22, only 6 companies are there. QB score is there, and we'll be studying AGS on 3rd day, not today, because AGS is to how to increase the returns. But we will be focusing returns only on quality stocks, friend. We don't want to take risk. Okay, quality stocks do not fall much in falling markets, whereas bad quality stocks falls a lot in falling markets. I'll give you evidence. I'll give you proof. Now, friends, if you can see the screen, there are 20 companies, highest, like Asian Paint, Larsen & Toubro, Divi's Lab till 19. How many companies taken? Because 20, 25.
20 companies.
20, 25. 25 companies are there right now on the screen. Okay. So we took, when the index became low on 25th March, from that day, we took the index, we took it. Okay. So because of that, we took the lowest part when the market made 7,500. The market became 7,500. So from that part, if you see the index, this share, 25 shares only fell 5%, where the index fell 33%, friends. This is the power of investing in quality stock. Quality stocks minimizes the risk. Now the investors never focus on the risk because they don't know what is the risk. They just buy the stock and they expect the stock should keep going up. You know, and they sell the stock, oh, market is going down, sell the stock. That is the reactionary behavior of an investor. These are winning stocks, friend. You never sell winning stocks. One of the biggest challenges for an investor is which stock to hold. The prices have gone up by 100%. So what happens? Arey, let's book. You will have you will do mental calculation. Let's book the stock. You will do mental, arey, what? You will have regret. Why didn't I book profits? And then that stock prices goes up by another 300%. Who has experienced this? I would like to, please, because allow them to unmute. I would like to hear some stories. Who has experienced this?
Yes, everybody can speak.
Please unmute yourself. Who has experienced? आपने बेच दिया वो share और 400% बढ़ गई.
So actually, I have experience. In fact, so in '93, I bought 500 MRF, and the price was around 500 rupees. and then I sold after I got some 30% return. I sold a stock, but this is now I'm actually depending on why I should have sold the stock.
Yeah. So basically, if when you invest in quality stocks, you can hold. You can. These are winning stocks, friend. Winning stocks you should hold. You don't see the market for winning stocks. That is what is the quality benefit. Quality has to be a winning stock, and if you hold it, you might make 100,000, 2,000% profits on those stocks. Then you will be able to create wealth. Are we communicating, friends? I'm giving a very, very important information. Why should we do quality? Why should we not sell quality stocks? Because they will give you return. These stocks, when the market goes down, these stocks fall the least. लोग गिरते ही नहीं है. ये proof है आपके सामने. ये तो सबसे बड़ा fall था 25 मार्च को. उसमें भी सिर्फ 5% गिरा. तो आपको मंदी से डर क्या है? अभी सबको डर लग रहा है कि मार्केट 35 का पी में, 36 का पी में. होने दीजिए. डरना क्या है? मार्केट 35-36 का पी में होने दीजिए. डरना क्या है? Yes or no? So you don't get scared of a stock where you are buying quality. I'm giving you the confidence that आपका डर थोड़ा कम होगा अगर आप quality stock उठा के रखेंगे. क्योंकि अब मैं आपको एक और डेटा दिखाता हूँ quality stock. We can show the 5-year data. एक तो ये गिरता नहीं है quality stock. अब देखिए 5 साल पहले there were 84 companies which was above 18 QBS score जिसका 18 के ऊपर था. Okay? So उसमें 99 stocks था total में. उसमें 84 stock has given positive return. 84 stocks have given positive returns. Only 15 stocks है जिसने return नहीं दिया है. 85% of quality stocks always goes up. Are you able to understand what we are trying to teach you? आपका loss का घर पहले बंद कर देंगे. आपका loss का घर अगर बंद हुआ तो आपका fear खत्म हो गया. Then you just have to hold good stocks and allow it to make money for you. Any questions? This is the data. अब देखिए मैंने जैसे क्वालिटी खराब करी, क्वालिटी खराब हो गई, 15 से 17 क्वालिटी हो गई, तो उसका सक्सेस रेशियो सिर्फ 73% है. 10 to 14 का सक्सेस रेशियो 61% है. ओके, एंड 10 एंड बिलो का रेशियो इज 79%. मतलब जैसे क्वालिटी स्टॉक घट रहा है, यू नो, द प्रॉफिट्स, द सक्सेस रेशियो इज गोइंग लोअर. नाउ देयर आर 2 क्वेश्चंस पीपल हैव आस्क्ड मी कि सर ये 15 स्टॉक क्यों नहीं बढ़ा? विकास, कैन यू मार्क दिस 15 स्टॉक्स? ये इफ इतनी क्वालिटी थी तो ये 15 स्टॉक क्यों नहीं बढ़ा? Now this is not an easy answer to do. There is no 100%. There can be many reasons. So I'll give you one reason. ITC is one of the stock here which has a great score, but last 5-year return is negative. And ITC is a great company. Now if you observe, ITC is struggling with the hotel business. It is struggling with the hotel and in the FMCG business. There was a death of the chairman. So there was a lot of things happening in ITC. Lot of things. There's a lot of things which was happening in ITC. Right? So 100% कभी कोई surety नहीं है, but 85% track record. क्वालिटी कंपनी खरीदेंगे तो आप अगर 20 स्टॉक्स खरीदे तो 3 ही तो नहीं बढ़ेगा. कम्युनिटिव 17 स्टॉक तो दाम बढ़ेगा. तो नेट में you will make money. Do you understand how portfolio managers make money? That is why they never lose money. 1-1 लाख करोड़ रुपया का शेयर खरीद रखे नीलेश शाह और कभी बेचते ही नहीं है. They are always invested and they always make money. रिटर्न्स ऊपर नीचे होगा, वो हम लोग स्टडी करेंगे. How to increase the returns. तो उसके लिए भी हम लोग ने एक नया स्ट्रेटेजी बनाया है. How to increase the return comes from AGS. वो मैं आपको सिखाऊंगा 3rd day. But why are they not losing money? Why don't they sell? They are always invested in the stock market. Do you have the courage to be always invested in the stock market? If you are always invested in the stock market, and if you buy quality stocks, you will make money in the stock market. Any questions? This is all data driven. मैं दिखा रहा हूं आपको कि quality stocks क्यों लेनी चाहिए. Friends, can we move ahead? Can we, with your knowledge? Yes, okay. Don't appreciate me. Please try to understand, Mr. Venkat. मैं जो सिखा रहा हूँ, ये बहुत simple knowledge है, but ये simple knowledge, common sense is not common practice. ये मैं कोई आपको कोई नया theory नहीं सिखा रहा हूँ. I'm teaching you very simple things. Any question? Because can they unmute and ask questions?
Yes, they can unmute them.
Anybody has any questions? किसी का कोई query है? नहीं है?
So Shaileji, I have a couple of questions. Maybe I can ask later because I got just want to understand.
Ask question related to the topic what I have discussed.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
If you have any question related to what I am discussing. I am holding HUL since 40 years. Amazing. Girish Patel ji, मजा आया कि नहीं मजा आया? Mr. Patel, बताइए थोड़ा स्टोरी बताइए. कितना रुपया कितना हो गया? Mr. Patel, Girish ji, नहीं बताएंगे. Can you hear Mr. Girish?
Yes, sir. I bought at 32 rupees in 1984.
Okay.
Yeah. And it has become 35 shares, became 3,500 shares today.
Okay.
And still I am holding.
तो कितना रुपया इन्वेस्ट किया था, आज कितना हो गया? वैल्यू बताइए ना. मैंने इतना रुपया डाला था, आज इतना हो गया.
I spent only 3,500 rupees.
Okay. और आज कितना वैल्यू हो गया?
75 lakhs. Similarly, it happened in Britannia also. And from Britannia, I made a hospital of my son.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
Friends, if you want to be wealth creator, keep investing in high quality stock जो मैं आपको available कर दिया हूँ.
I was share department. In my career, I was looking after share department. I was in charge of the share department since 1970 to 1998 in Maffatla Group.
Okay. Oh, very great.
Yeah, that's why I also got a Godrej share at 30 rupees. Still I'm holding. Yeah.
Very good. Fantastic. So, friends, क्या है कि कौन सा शेयर हम लोग को होल्ड करना है? तो कोई भी लार्ज कैप कंपनीज हैं, ओके, इसको आप होल्ड कर लीजिए and you will make a lot of money. I'll show you the list. We can't show them the list because let's make it practical. Any large cap company जिसका हाईएस्ट QBS है, ऐप से दिखा रहे हैं तो उनके लिए बहुत इजी रहेगा. मैं आपको ऐप से दिखाता हूं तो आप वहीं से लिस्ट निकाल लीजिएगा. Just select large cap.
Yeah.
मार्केट सेक्टर में लार्ज कैप सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए.
मार्केट साइज
में लार्ज कैप एंड जस्ट एंटर. दैट्स इट. अब दे रहा कितना शेयर है? 29 शेयर है फ्रेंड लार्ज कैप में, जिसका स्कोर बहुत हाई है. नीचे आओ विकास, कहां तक स्कोर लिया? नीचे 15 मिनिमम स्कोर लिया है हम लोग ने. ये वाला, ये जो 29 स्टॉक्स है, ये पोर्टफोलियो में डाल के छोड़ दीजिए. मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, यू विल नेवर लूज मनी इन द स्टॉक मार्केट. आपको 10-12% साल का मिनिमम आएगा. कुछ नहीं करना है, मैं आपको पूरा स्ट्रेटजी दे रहा हूं. अब आपको ज्यादा रिटर्न्स चाहिए, उसका स्ट्रेटजी हम लोग थर्ड डे डिस्कस करेंगे. बट पहले क्वालिटी स्टॉक, आप किसका, मैं कौन सा स्टॉक दिला रहा हूं, नाम बता रहा हूं. लार्सन टुब्रो इन्फोटेक. यू शुड नो which is the highest quality. Asian Paints, Hindustan Unilever, Aurobindo Pharma, Britannia, Berger Paint, Abbott India, Infosys, Pidilite, TCS, Bajaj Finserv. Go down. Dabur, Muthoot Finance, HCL Tech, Colgate, Procter Gamble, Divi's Lab, HDFC Standard Life Insurance, SBI Life Insurance, Tech Mahindra, HDFC Bank, SBI Card, Bajaj Finance, ICICI Lombard, Nestle, Alchem, Cipla, She Cement, Ultra Cement, Torrent Pharma. 29 stocks है. If you have 30 lakh rupees, सब में 1-1 लाख रुपया डालिए and 30-40 साल के लिए भूल जाइए. It might become 50 करोड़, 70 करोड़, 100 करोड़, कुछ भी हो जाएगा, मैं आपको बता दूं. Don't see it only. डाल के भूल जाइए for 10-20 years. And you do that. If you really want to create wealth, this is the strategy. You have to keep forgetting it. Okay, so this is large cap shares में खरीद के भूलना होगा to create wealth. So I wanted to show you. अब ये हम लोग क्यों नहीं कर पाते? Why we are not able to do? Because we see the economy, we see market P, we see अरे ये सब शेयर का तो P बहुत बढ़ गया है. तो हम लोग बहुत सारा चीज करने के चक्कर में wealth create नहीं कर पाते. So this is the most simplest way to create wealth. अब मैं there are many stocks large cap में दिखाता हूँ which is not because which will never buy. हाँ, QBS low दिखा दे विकास, buy and strong buy हटा दे. यहीं से करते हैं, मैं यहीं से हाँ recommendation डाल दे. Buy strong buy हटा दे और दूसरा select कर लिया. Hold with caution और कर और buy भी आगे सब hold भी कर बेटा, hold. अभी कुछ शेयर हैं जो शेयर अच्छे हैं जिसका लो QBS कर दे, which we should never buy. नहीं उसमें वहां क्लिक नहीं होगा क्या विकास? वहां क्लिक नहीं हो रहा है क्या QBS?
हाँ हो रहा है ना, ये
वहीं करो ना बेटा, वहीं क्लिक करो ना, यहाँ अलग से मत ले जा बेटा. वहीं क्लिक करो ना QBS, ये मत कर बेटा.
अच्छा
ये क्लिक करना QBS, उल्टा हो जाएगा. ये क्लिकेबल क्लिक
यहाँ पे नहीं है.
इसको क्लिकेबल बना दो ना, उल्टा हो जाएगा. नीचे ले आओ, कोई बात नहीं. स्ट्रॉन्ग बाय हटा दे बेटा प्लीज.
हाँ
नीचे ले आओ, कोई बात नहीं, नीचे आ जाएगा.
हाँ
ये देखिए, ये सब जो स्टॉक्स हैं, ये जो लो QBS वाले हैं, इससे बहुत अच्छा नाम है जो मैं कभी इन्वेस्ट नहीं करूंगा. अडानी एनर्जी ग्रीन
QBS ना एक
QBS लो टू हाई कर दे. ये रहा. अब देखिए IDBI, आई विल नेवर इन्वेस्ट. हालत देखिए, 5 साल का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड वेरी बैड. अडानी ग्रीन बहुत दाम बढ़ा है, मैं कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा. भारती एयरटेल बहुत अभी इतना कॉल्स आ रहा है मार्केट में, मैं कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा. DLF कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा. टाटा मोटर ग्रेट मैनेजमेंट में कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा. टाटा स्टील नहीं खरीदूंगा. कॉनकोर, PNB, NTPC अगर आप देखिए नीचे जाते रहिए, बिकॉज इसका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं है. तो ये सब शेयर हम कभी नहीं खरीदेंगे. डिस्पाइट these companies have great management and great names, they are large cap companies, but I will not buy them. HPCL, Adani Transmission, SBI. तो आपके who has these shares, किसके पास ये शेयर है? तो मैं आपका एक तो पोर्टफोलियो को रिजेक्ट कर देता हूँ, कम से कम आपका बहुत बड़ा प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी चालू हो जाएगा.
Sailesh ji, I have one question actually. So a couple of companies I have seen, they are the investment companies like, say Bajaj Holding, So now if you see the Bajaj Holding, most of the companies they are holding, that is Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Auto, and that's having a high QBS score.
Correct.
That's a proxy of these three companies.
Correct.
So what is your opinion?
मैं तो खरीदता ही नहीं हूँ ना, क्योंकि उसको तो खुद का काम ही नहीं करता है. तो मैं बजाज फाइनेंस ही खरीद लूंगा ना. Why should I buy Bajaj Holding?
But वो intrinsic value is much higher, no?
वो वैल्यूएशन बाद में सर. अभी मैं वो थर्ड डे, पहला 2 दिन my only focus is quality stocks.
Okay.
मैं थर्ड डे बात करूंगा वैल्यूएशन का. मैं 2 दिन मेरा इंटायर फोकस इज ऑन क्वालिटी स्टॉक्स. पहले क्या खरीदना है वो क्लियर हो जाए, फिर उसको कैसे खरीदना है, क्या भाव में खरीदना है, वो बाद में देखेंगे. पहले तो स्टॉक सिलेक्शन में मुझे खरीदना है कि नहीं वो तो क्लियर हो सब लोग को. सो मैं ये सब शेयर नहीं खरीदूंगा.
So I have one question.
Yes, please.
When the Cubase is ultimate benchmark, I sometimes see that even with a very high QBS, the rating goes to hold.
Yeah, we'll talk on Thursday. पहले अभी हम लोग मतलब वो कंपनी अच्छी है. होल्ड में क्यों जाते हैं मैं आपको कल बताऊंगा. It is part of the course.
Okay.
It is part of the course, Venkat ji. I'll tell you. So what our focus is that invest in a company which has great track record of 5 years. Okay, why should you see track record of 5 years? I will prove you by Warren Buffett ये बोल रहा है, मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं आपको एविडेंस से प्रूव कर रहा हूँ. Because Warren Buffett proving don't see future prospect. Track record देखना बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि इन्वेस्टर्स का हैबिट है सिर्फ फ्यूचर देखने के लिए, बट उन लोग कभी भी कंपनी का ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड नहीं देखते. And that is the biggest blunder of investors. ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड से हमको मालूम पड़ जाता है कि कंपनी में अभी भी ग्रोथ हो रही है. And then we'll focus on returns also. कब लेना है, कैसे रिटर्न, बिकॉज बाइंग का एक ही मोटिव है कि मेरा रिटर्न्स बढ़े. बाइंग इज नेवर डिसाइडेड बाय वैल्यूएशन. बाइंग इज ऑलवेज डिसाइडेड बाय क्वालिटी. अब उसे कब लेना है उसका स्ट्रेटेजी हम लोग आपको बताएंगे थर्ड फोर्थ डे. सो अगर आप देखेंगे वो 4 प्रिंसिपल मैंने बताया था, आरओई, कैश फ्लो, प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ, सेल्स ग्रोथ. ये उनके वॉरेन बुफे के एनुअल रिपोर्ट में लिखा हुआ है फ्रेंड्स. बिजनेस अर्निंग गुड रिटर्न्स ऑन इक्विटी प्रूव हो गया. लिटिल और नो डेट मींस कैश फ्लो है. डेमोन्स्ट्रेटेड कंसिस्टिंग अर्निंग पावर, मतलब 5 साल का अर्निंग पावर होना चाहिए. ऊपर में लिखा हुआ लार्ज परचेजेस, प्री टैक्स अर्निंग. तो अगर सेल नहीं होगा तो ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट हो नहीं सकता. एंड इफ यू सी व्हाट ही राइट, फ्यूचर प्रोजेक्शंस आर ऑफ नो इंटरेस्ट टू अस. The biggest blunder what investors are doing is they are focused too much in the future. हम लोग भी फोकस करते हैं सर, लेकिन हम लोग किस पे फोकस करते हैं? जिसका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड अच्छा है. फिर उसमें टेक्निकल एनालिसिस लगा के, मोमेंटम लगा के, एजीएस लगा के उसका रिटर्न को बढ़ाते हैं. हम लोग भी रिटर्न बढ़ाएंगे बट अच्छे स्टॉक्स में बढ़ाएंगे. अब जैसे अभी आप मेरे को देंगे, मैंने टेस्ट किया जो 29 स्टॉक्स मैंने आपको बताया बाय एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग बाय, उसमें हम लोग ने टेस्ट किया कि अगर आप उसमें बाय एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग बाय 29 स्टॉक्स लेंगे तो आपका रिटर्न कम है, बट अगर आप सिर्फ उसमें स्ट्रॉन्ग बाय लेंगे तो आपका रिटर्न ज्यादा है. वो सब मैं आपको 3 दिन बाद दिखाऊंगा. ओके, रिटर्न्स इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बट बिफोर रिटर्न्स द राइट स्टॉक्स. अगर गलत घोड़े में बैठ गए तो वो घोड़ा कभी रेस जीतेगा ही नहीं. यू हैव टू सिट ऑन द राइट विनिंग हॉर्स. इफ यू सिट ऑन द राइट विनिंग हॉर्स, वो फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड में कुछ आने का चांसेस है. बट इफ यू सिट ऑन अ बैड विनिंग हॉर्स, then you will know you will lose money only. You will never win the race in the stock market. Okay, this is very simple, common sense, but not common practice. So Warren Buffett is saying future projections are of no interest to us, nor are turnaround situations. मतलब जो कंपनी टर्न अराउंड हो रही है मेरे को कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. मेरे को वो कंपनी चाहिए जिसका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड अच्छा है. तो ये सबसे पहले आपको दिमाग में डालना होगा, ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड अच्छी है. और अब कौन सा शेयर का दाम में हम टेक्निकल एनालिसिस करें, डे ट्रेडिंग करें, कौन सा शेयर बढ़ सकता है, कौन सा शेयर का क्या वैल्यूएशन है, वो हम लोग सेकंड स्टेज में देखेंगे. बट यूजुअली आई टेल यू, all the intelligent people first see quality and then they go into valuation. The most ordinary investors or who have lack of or ignorant or lack of knowledge, उन लोग पहले valuation देखते हैं फिर quality में जाते हैं. That is why they don't make big money. अगर आप देखेंगे रामदेव अग्रवाल जी क्या बोलते हैं, फर्स्ट चीज क्या है? क्वालिटी कंपनीज. नीलेश क्या बोलते हैं? क्वालिटी कंपनीज. What is the parameter? फर्स्ट आपको माइंडसेट में ये डालना पड़ेगा कि मैं हरदम अच्छा कंपनी खरीदूंगा. एग्जाम्पल, विकास शो द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ टाटा. इन द ऐप में दिखा दीजिए हाउस में.
ओके पाला हां इधर में करना मैं ले छोड़ मिनट का इतिया कुछ वेद कुछ.
अब देखिए नीचे मैं आपको दिखाता हूं हाउस में. अब टाटा में कितने कंपनी देखिए, सो मेनी कंपनीज आर देयर. सो अब टाटा में मैं टाटा एलेक्सी खरीदूंगा, टाटा कंसल्टेंसी खरीदूंगा, वोल्टास खरीदूंगा, टाइटन खरीदूंगा, टाटा मेटलिक के बाद थोड़ा सा मुझे मन कम खरीदेगा, बट मैं ये सब कंपनी कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा. टाटा स्टील, नीचे आओ विकास, नीचे आओ ना एकदम नीचे. मैं ये कंपनीज कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा. टाटा टेली सर्विसेज, ऑटोमेटिव स्टैंपिंग्स, ओरिएंटल होटल्स, इंडियन होटल्स, बहुत अच्छा ब्रांड है ताज ब्रांड, मैं कभी नहीं शेयर खरीदूंगा. टाटा मोटर, आई विल नेवर बाय. आप मेरे को पैसा भी देंगे तो मैं शेयर नहीं खरीदूंगा. दिस इज द क्लैरिटी यू हैव टू पुट, बिकॉज द ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड ऑफ द कंपनी इज डाउटफुल. ओके, और यही लोग गलती करते हैं. स्टॉक सिलेक्शन, कौन सी शेयर अच्छी है, कौन सी शेयर खराब है, उसका नहीं पहचान होने के कारण वो बहुत बड़ा लॉस करते हैं. 5-year रिटर्न ऑफ टाटा मोटर इज नेगेटिव. टाटा पावर, टाटा स्टील, बिग नेम्स जो मैं कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा. दिस इज द कन्विक्शन यू हैव टू बिल्ड इन. You want a strategy where there is no loss. Loss का घर को पहले बंद करिए. Buy quality companies. That's the secret. So same मैं आपको example दे रहा हूँ. Tata is a great management, but they're doing very badly with Tata Motor and Tata Steel. But Tata is a great management. I will go up. Because go up. I will put all my money in Tata Elxsi, Tata Consultancy, Voltas, Titan. I will not put any money. अगर मेरा और कहीं भी है ना, मैं वो पैसा बेच के चारों कंपनी में शिफ्ट हो जाऊँ.
So have you come across any case where the QBS scores has moved up like anything and you have changed the opinion?
Sorry?
Have you ever seen any case in your like based upon the database where the QBS score has moved up dramatically and based upon the score we have changed the opinion?
नहीं समझा मतलब. What is your question, Arijit?
The question is like, no, for example, let's say QBS score now, if you see that it is 6 or 7 sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, as and when the company progress and company is doing well, for example, and is there any cases where
we also have certain companies जिसका QBS score 10-12 है, but वो buy में है. There's a one company like Or Small Bank. I'll tell you. Understood your question. Or Small Bank, I'm showing you. There's also a company called IndiaMart Intermesh. So when the company does very well, जैसे टाटा स्टील मेरे कब रडार में आएगा, जब उसका एक साल वो अच्छा परफॉर्म करेगा सब चीज में. जैसे मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ स्मॉल बैंक, इसका अगर आप स्कोर देखेंगे 11 है, 11 out of 17 है, तो वैसे तो स्कोर अच्छा ही है, 16 हो गया. ओके, सो अगर आप देखेंगे ये लास्ट ईयर में बहुत अच्छा किया है. सो माय सॉफ्टवेयर पिक्स इट अप, जो लास्ट ईयर में और जो करंट क्वार्टर में अच्छा करता है लेकिन स्कोर लो है, वो हम लोग तुरंत पिकअप कर लेते हैं. So I give a very high rating to last year and current quarter. So I see everything. I see 5-year. So there are many companies. Mr. Venkat was asking why the companies has high QBS score and why it is hold. Why? Because the current quarter and last year results are not. Now the company is going down from 20. The company is going to 18, 16, and there are companies from 8. Now they are rising to 12. So that my software will immediately catch, because we give very high weightage to last year results also.
Okay, so it's a different, means higher weight for the latest trend, or it is like is there any mechanism where you give the high weight?
Strong buy. Strong buy will always show that the latest trends are very super.
Okay.
तो हम लोग के जितने भी strong buys हैं, those are the highest winning stocks in the app. So there are 52 strong buys. Those are my winning stocks. We checked. If you just buy strong buy, you will make 84% in 5 years. You will make approximately 17% return per year if you just follow my strong buy.
So when you are tracking 5 years, so you are phasing out the earlier years.
Obviously, नया साल लूंगा, एक साल बढ़ा दूंगा. So it becomes current ना, नहीं तो old data आता रहेगा ना.
हाँ.
तो हम
So
लोग
it's a rolling, right?
जैसे भी 21 मार्च लेंगे जब हम लोग, तो 15 मार्च को हटा देंगे.
Means it becomes a rolling then, right?
It is rolling, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
It is rolling. Then it is practical, ना. It is rolling, Harish bhai. So समझे कोई कंपनी बहुत अच्छी करी और ये भी खराब करी, तो उसको भी हम लोग पकड़ लेंगे. कोई कंपनी खराब करी लेकिन अभी अच्छी करी, उसको भी पकड़ लेंगे.
But ये अपना, for example, only one question. So, for example, say for example, business cycle. So, depending upon the business cycle, do you think that is more relevant?
You're talking of industry cycle?
Yeah, it's a metal cycle is there, for example, right?
वो basically जब हम लोग stocks देखते हैं, there is a
अच्छा.
company, metal is going down from the last 7 years. But there
Right.
is a company called APL Apollo, which is still growing in a bad cycle. So I try to find those stocks which is outperforming the sector, which is outperforming the economy. That is my teaching to everyone. So when you can get those stocks जो economy को beat करता है, sector को beat करता है, वो best stocks है.
Sir, I bought Steel Authority at 20 rupees. Today it has become 55 or 60 rupees. What should I do in that case?
I will not, even if you pay me, I will not buy sale. अगर आप मेरे को सेल दे भी देंगे तो मैं नहीं खरीदूंगा.
Yeah.
So
I have one thing which I want to share with everyone. Never
Right,
invest in a bad quality stock. Period.
No, but when I look at the article in the Economic Times that the metal cycle is turning around, that's why I bought it.
तो भी Warren Buffett दिखा दो. Warren Buffett दिखा दो Vikash.
Okay.
This is why you're coming for my training program and I'm giving you evidence.
That's right. That's right.
Mr.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett says, I'm not interested in turnaround companies.
Right, sir.
So now it is your job. You buy into turnaround companies.
Thank you.
My strategies are, I will give you a strategy where literally the loss is negligible or zero loss. होगा ही नहीं.
Right. Okay.
हम ऐसा चीज आपको सिखा रहे हैं. Okay?
So, but I had one query.
हाँ, Sahil.
Now, for instance, we look at QBS. Okay, you're looking at a score you're rating 1111 point for growth. Say, for instance, sales growth, EPS growth, everything. Considering the fact that 2020 has been, an abnormal year in connection to 2 quarters almost with poor performance for most of the companies with, your lockdown and stuff like that. Are you going to be still considering the same sort of weightage for those quarters as well when you give a total score?
If you see the total score is based on 5 years and the current quarter.
Correct. I can see
5
that.
years में तो अभी problem आया ना. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
but-
see those companies which is doing well despite of COVID.
I understand. But now when we come to, 31st March 21, you will be able to look at 5 years with the financial year 2021 in it as well.
Correct.
So wouldn't that hamper the overall rating because
There are 100 companies which is doing so well are in COVID.
Okay.
I want to focus my energy there. This is where the money is. So
Got
my
it.
app is only focused on whatever is happening in the economy. I don't care. I want to focus is which come like there is a company called Affle.
Mhm.
Okay. We can
Yeah.
just show the data. We can just show the more data.
It is into digital for Apple and Microsoft and everyone, right?
I'll show you the data. This is another thing on the app which you can see.
Yeah.
Moat score because moat. So moat QBS. So if you see, there is company Hindustan Food. Latest quarter, they have grown by 85%. Where is COVID for this? I don't know. Mastek is growing by 69%. Where is COVID? Apple is growing. ADF Food. There are so many companies which is growing despite of COVID. I want to put my energy in these stocks.
Got it.
I don't want to put my energy into stock which is not performing because of COVID. So the stock selection system is get those stocks which beats economy, beats COVID, beats the sector, because everybody is very sector specific. Sector doesn't work. I want to buy those stocks which has no link with sector and economy. This is what I'm teaching you. It is a completely different thing which I'm teaching you, or which I'm sharing with you.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
हाँ वेंकट जी पूछिए.
The one is basically in the QBS you always mention the last the two number whichever you're giving for the
latest
quarter. Yeah, latest quarter you are giving for EPS and sales, right? It's for that quarter, right?
Correct.
But when you calculate the same sales and EPS for yearly wise, is that I can say that's the average of all the 4 quarters? How do you come the figure?
No, that is yearly result. That is annual results only.
Okay. So
annual results is the sum of 4 quarters only. Na? So we get the annual results. We take it from the annual results.
So it's a sum of all the 4. Okay, basically.
It is, yeah. The sum of all 4 is shown in the annual quarter only. Annual results only. Correct.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hi, good evening, Shailesh sir.
Hi, Pratik ji, boliye.
When we invest in companies with track record, so there are companies which are just getting listed now, like Route Mobiles, which are Happiest Minds, which do not have 5 years track record.
We have it in our app for all the companies. We have updated the private. See, all the companies are private limited. Their balance sheets are available. We updated. See, Happiest Mind we have updated. I'll show you. See, you'll always get 5-year record. I'm the only one who gives you 5-year record of all IPOs. See, it is 7 out of 19.
So it is not a good company.
Obviously, I will never invest in Happiest Mind.
No,
so in fact, I'm the only one which gives you the IPO detail instantly. So I'll see Route Mobile. Open Route Mobile. So it shows you it is 7 out of 19. That means the stock, they have come with an IPO, but I will see the track record of the company, whether the company has a good track record in its private balance sheet. The company always had a balance sheet. See, you cannot invest in an IPO if you are not, the company is not 3-year-old. Huh? I hope everybody knows that. They have to be minimum 3 years old. So 3-year balance sheet is available?
Yes.
So then we can know the history. But many companies who get listed, they are 5-year, 10-year-old. Now, if you see Route Mobile, it is 14 out of 20.
So it's a good company.
Is a good company.
Yeah, it's a decent. 14 out of 20 is decent. You know?
What score and above, sir, we should buy?
I will see. What I have seen is 16 and above gives me very, very good returns. So we'll focus on the returns on after 3rd day. So we'll exactly tell you that with this, we are getting very good returns. I'll show you that those returns also.
Shailesh, one question I got is Hawkins Cooker. I am not able to find. I don't know.
Maybe it's not listed in NSE. We only
No,
give
it is
stocks.
it is listed actually.
Okay,
I'm holding the stock.
Hawkins listed है क्या?
Hawkins.
Hawkins Cooker.
No, I think कुछ issue है इसका. एक second. I think not listed. I also checked.
Acha. Because I
only in Bombay.
It's only Bombay. It's not in NSE.
Okay.
It is a very good company. अच्छा, sorry. जो prices के हिसाब से देखा है.
No, I bought it at when price was 45 rupees.
Very good, very good. So it is not listed in NSE. So we don't track only listed, only BSE listed stock. We don't track.
Okay.
There are only few stocks like this we may miss. किसका ये वो क्या है विकास? कितना का? What is the market cap?
Yeah.
5 crore का कैपिटल है खाली उसका।
नहीं, मार्केट कैप देख लेते हैं।
मार्केट कैपिटल इज अराउंड
3000 करोड़। अच्छी कंपनी है। 3000 करोड़ मतलब कंपनी थोड़ी तो सी मार्केट कैप से लग जाता है कि कंपनी में कुछ तो दम है, जब भी 3000 करोड़ है।
पिंकी खन्ना फेवरेट स्टॉक।
ठीक है, ओके। एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? विकास, एक लिस्ट बना लो ना कि हाउ मेनी कंपनीज आर which is only BSE listed above 2000 crores.
Okay, we'll make it.
एक बना लो ना, मतलब above 2000 करोड़ कितने कंपनी हैं, उसका लिस्ट हम लोग NSE को भेज सकते हैं फॉर लिस्टिंग।
Okay.
Sir, can we
के लिए भेज देना, NSE लिस्ट कर देगा उसको।
हाँ।
Sir, can we use this screener application to BSE stocks also?
No, we don't do BSE stocks.
No, but can I do it personally in that case?
No, I don't have BSE stock data only. How will you do?
Okay, sir.
We don't give BSE stock because there are only 10-15 stocks, which is only listed in BSE. Only 10-15, which is good.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So don't focus there. We are already covering 99% of the stocks. Few stocks we are not only covering. Only few stocks.
Right, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
हाँ सर, मेरा एक पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है। मेरे पास रिलायंस इंडस्ट्री बाई किया है 1000 शेयर एट 1100।
ठीक है,
तो अभी क्या करूं?
देखिए सर, मेरा अगर ऐप में देखेंगे उसका स्कोर बहुत खराब है, क्योंकि उसका डेट अभी भी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है। वेरी बट अगर आप उसमें एजीएस देखेंगे, वो कंपनी का एजीएस बहुत अच्छा है। ओके, वो थर्ड डे हम आपको बताएंगे। देयर आर सर्टेन कंपनी जिसमें आप एजीएस में ले सकते हैं लार्ज कैप को। विकास एक बार दिखा दे बेटा, एक्सेल में दिखा दे। ये क्वेश्चन अभी आंसर कर देते हैं। सो उसको हम लोग डिफरेंट एंगल से देखते हैं, क्योंकि क्वालिटी खराब है कंपनी में, क्योंकि इतना लोन है बट उसका एजीएस बहुत अच्छा है। लार्ज कैप में हम लोग लार्ज कैप लगा दे विकास, लार्ज कैप नहीं करना भैया। Put companies below 10 and then put AGS high. लो क्वालिटी कंपनीज बट एजीएस बहुत हाई है। 2-3 कंपनी है सिर्फ जो आपको फ्रॉम द एंगल ऑफ एजीएस ले सकते हैं, बिकॉज लार्ज कैप है तो ले सकते हैं, बिकॉज कुछ ना, बट कंपनी का जो अभी पोजीशन हो रखा है ना, तो फेसबुक गूगल ले लिया तो बची भी है, पर 4 महीने से अगर आप देखेंगे बाजार इतना तेज हो गया, रिलायंस पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहा, ऑलरेडी 400 रुपया घटा हुआ है। आपने ध्यान दिया? मार्केट तेज हो ही जा रही है, पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर पा रहा है। ये तो बीच में बिकॉज ऑफ फेसबुक और गूगल के लिए इतना बड़ा मार्केट बढ़ा दिया वो और सब पब्लिक घुसा 2021 में, आज तक पैसा ही नहीं आया। आप लोग तो अच्छा है, देखिए एजीएस देख लीजिए, क्यूबीएस लगा दिया बिलो 10 विकास, लार्ज कैप ओनली।
हाँ,
बिलो 10 कर दिया बेटा,
कर रहे।
पहले बिलो 10 कर देना बेटा पहले। हाँ, पहले बिलो 10 करो। ऑल स्टॉक्स बिलो 10 प्लीज।
ऑल स्टॉक बिलो 10।
या आप क्यूबीएस हाईएस्ट से सिलेक्ट करो।
एजीएस ना?
हाँ, एजीएस हाईएस्ट से सिलेक्ट करो। कर दिए?
हाँ।
टाइम स्टॉक्स बीट मार्केट क्या है, एजीएस परसेंटेज। अगर आप देखेंगे अडानी ग्रीन है, बहुत हालत खराब है, दाम बहुत बढ़ रहा है। फिर रिलायंस है, फिर अडानी एंटरप्राइजेस है और टाटा स्टील है, और तो फिर 50-50% ही है। तो टोटल में 4 ही कंपनी है जिसका स्कोर बहुत कम है, लेकिन मार्केट में उसका रिटर्न अच्छा है। ओके, तो उस बेसिस पे जब एजीएस बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है, तो जैसे 60% के ऊपर हम थोड़ा इज्जत देते हैं। तो अगर मुझे कभी लेना होगा, अगर मैं देखता हूं, तो मैं वो फिर क्वालिटी बेसिस में नहीं लूंगा, मैं उसको उसमें लूंगा। अब जैसे अडानी ग्रीन है, मैं कभी नहीं लूंगा, 1 का स्कोर है तो बहुत डेंजर है, जब बाजार गिरेगा तो बहुत जोर गिरेगा। ओके, अडानी नहीं लूंगा, सिर्फ रिलायंस और टाटा स्टील है, बिकॉज मैनेजमेंट बहुत अच्छी है, स्ट्रॉन्ग है। तो हो सकता है कभी मैं रिलायंस और टाटा स्टील ले लूं, लेकिन मैं लूंगा तो शॉर्ट पीरियड के लिए लूंगा, मैं लॉन्ग टर्म होल्ड नहीं करूंगा। समझ में आया राजेश जी?
हाँ सर,
तो एजीएस हम लोग थर्ड डे डिस्कस करेंगे। ये चैलेंज है हम लोग की, बट हम लोग ने इसका सोल्यूशन निकाला है। ठीक है ना?
What is the meaning of AGS?
थर्ड डे बताएंगे सर, नहीं तो अभी आउट ऑफ ट्रैक हो जाएंगे। मोहंती जी वो थर्ड डे मैंने सिर्फ एक्सप्लेन कर दिया। एजीएस इज अल्फा जनरेटर स्कोर कि वो कितनी बार निफ्टी को बीट करता है।
Okay.
तो रिलायंस ऑलवेज 65% वो निफ्टी को बीट करता है। You know, so that is why it's a great stock. From the point of return, it's a great stock, but from the point of quality, it is not a great stock. So मैं usually best क्या है? I try to buy quality. I try to buy AGS, जो मैं third day सिखाऊंगा. But मैं पहले हरदम focus करता हूँ कि quality खरीदो. This is my first recommendation to everyone. But there are only 2 or 3 stocks जो बहुत अच्छा रेट बढ़ाता है और बहुत फेमस है। रेस्ट तो मैं खरीदूंगा ही नहीं, बिकॉज वो परफॉर्मेंस भी नहीं है और क्वालिटी भी नहीं। बट नाम बहुत बड़ी बड़ी है, टाटा मोटर, एनटीपीसी, लुपिन, वेदांता, हिंडाल्को, भारती एयरटेल, अपोलो हॉस्पिटल, आईडीबीआई, डीएलएफ, सब बड़ी बड़ी नाम है। मैं कभी नहीं खरीदूंगा, बिकॉज ना उसमें क्वालिटी है ना निफ्टी को बीट करने की क्षमता है। आई विल नेवर बाय दो स्टॉक्स। ओके, मैंने आंसर कर दिया, बट थर्ड डे और डिटेल में स्टडी करेंगे।
सर, आई हैव वन मोर क्वेश्चन, इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन। So basically, all the one with the very good QBS score, right. Basically you say that all the major like big players holds the things, right? They hold, and also they fall less in the falling market.
Correct.
But still, if such stocks, like example, I want to take one specific example, which is Bajaj Finserv, right?
Right.
So it also fallen, but still its QBS is very good. So my question is,
when वापस हाई पे चला गया।
yes sir, yeah, agree.
तो सभी हुआ था, but हाई पे चला गया ना।
Yes sir, I agree. My question is, when something, there's a great fall in such very good QBS stocks, who is actually selling, sir? Is that the selling is only because of the retail investors or these big players?
Mostly retail investors. Okay. Because retail investors had really entered Bajaj Finance in a very big way. अभी भी कितना retail investor रोज बढ़ रहा है, so many retail investors are entering. तो क्या जैसे बाजार थोड़ा टूटता है, लोग सब बेच देते हैं। But smart people don't sell.
Exactly. So what you say is that, yeah. So what you say is that most of the people they sell the crit is because of some panic or some news or some rumors.
Because of panic, news, COVID.
Okay.
That is why if you know the quality score, you will hold.
Or you should say it's a good opportunity to buy whenever there's a correction.
Yeah, so I don't know if you see all my videos between May, June, July, I have given Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv as a buy from 2200. I've been shouting at people. 2200 to 3500. I may have 10-15 videos. Because जो videos को date wise करके कभी दिखाना ना, तो लोगों को दिखा देंगे evidence की तरह.
Yeah, when you downgrade the QBS score, that time you are sending any alerts or something?
You don't need to downgrade it. It is automatically done. There is no downgrading. It automatically calculates from the performance of the company.
नहीं, हम लोग को alert कैसे मिलेगा? For example, every time we have to keep changing. When you are changing some score,
4 बार change होता है results के बाद.
अच्छा, okay.
It only changes 4 times a year after results. It never changes. It is not based on price. It is based on fundamentals. It only changes 4 times a year.
So what I'm saying that whenever you are changing the score, whenever means for 4 times in a year for particular stock,
maximum or 2 times ही change होगा.
But जब भी आप change करेंगे, तभी any alert will be there or something like that where we will come to know.
दरकार है सर, वो usually यही बोल रहे हैं सर. अगर जैसे बजाज एशियन पेंट है, वो 22 है, उसका स्कोर मैक्सिमम कितना गिरेगा एक क्वार्टर में?
से 22 से 20 हो गया.
20 हो सकता, उससे ज्यादा हो ही नहीं सकता.
अच्छा, ओके.
वो अभी भी ग्रेट कंपनी है.
हाँ, for some reason उसका प्रॉफिट डाउन हो गया, something goes wrong.
वो आपको इसीलिए वो प्रॉफिट देखना पड़ेगा आपको कि कितना प्रॉफिट डाउन हुआ है. अगर 30-40% प्रॉफिट डाउन हुआ है, so that is the worrisome factor. नहीं तो कोई खास बात नहीं है. 20 का 22 का 20 हुआ है, it is still a great company.
Yeah, so it's not that you often change, like, you know, I understand.
Cannot. That is why I said it only changes by the result. It is not related to price. It is
Right,
related
right.
to sales growth, which only
Hmm.
comes 4 times in a year. It is
Okay.
only good represent profit growth, which comes
Hmm.
4 times a year, and the
Okay.
ROE, and it only comes once a year.
Okay, got it.
So it only changes by 2 points. That's it. And in 1
Mhm.
year, it can only change maximum by 4 points.
Okay, okay.
So a good company cannot become a bad company. It can only become a bad company in 2 years. It cannot become a bad company. Asian Paint can only become a bad company in 2 years.
Okay.
It is not going to become a bad company. But with the quarter results, the warning will start coming in.
Okay.
Okay, please remember this.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Shailesh sir, this is a very different question, but I think so you are the right person to answer this. That there are certain companies which are very low price, like this Swasti Vinayak, 2 rupees 90 paisa, and there are people. There is a company called Multi-Bagger Stock giving advice, and now the stock is around 13 in a matter of 2 months.
Okay.
So and lot of stars are endorsing that multibaggerstock.com. So what is your view? And what I see is that these are very low price stock, and suddenly they are becoming very big. And
sir, it is death for an investor. उससे बड़ा कैंसर ही नहीं है. तो आपको करना है, वो जब बाजार गिरेगा ना, 13 रुपया का 0 हो जाएगा.
ओके.
ओके, हम आपको वो टेक्निक सिखाते हैं कि जब बाजार गिरेगा भी तो मेरे स्टॉक बहुत मिनिमल गिरे.
करेक्ट.
This is exactly where the investors get super trapped. 2 rupees to 13 rupees and 13 rupees to 2 rupees in 5 days, all the money finished.
Yeah.
So that is why we teach you the track record of the company. You are buying from the price. I am buying from the fundamental value of the company. QBS is the fundamental value. The fundamental value does not change. Now, an Asian Paint cannot become a bad company in 2 months or 1 day.
Yeah.
Okay. It can,
I agree.
It will take many years for Asian Paint to become bad. That is the thought process of a great company. It's a AAA company.
Yeah.
So the problem is, this is why the QBS gives you that this is called AAA. So all companies which is 18 and above, I rate them as AAA companies. There are 127 companies which I rate as AAA because दिखा दो app पे भी दिखता है. So these are my AAA companies where my chances of losing money is negligible. Even if the market goes down by 50%, Pratik, my stocks will go down by only 20%.
Correct.
And when the market rises, I will again make money.
Correct.
Are you able to understand what I'm trying to teach everybody?
Yeah, I got it.
Different
yes. Invest in quality companies where your loss is minimal.
See, what is fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis means there is a fundamental value. Fundamental value comes from where? Fundamental value comes from ROE, sales growth, profit growth, and free cash flow. Which I have shown you evidence that all the most intelligent people give a fundamental value. So what the QBS gives you the fundamental value of a company. What usually people do in the stock market, they give value to the price.
Yeah.
So right now you're saying, oh, 2 रुपया का 13 रुपया हो गया. आप किसको value कर रहे हैं? Price को. Yes or no?
Correct.
मैं किसको value कर रहा हूँ? Fundamentals को. So the fundamental value is the QBS score.
Yeah.
So once you are invested in a great fundamental value company, you will not lose money in the stock market. What else do you need?
Yeah. Correct.
Sir, I have a small suggestion, basically, probably if you can consider.
Right.
So as you mentioned, this quarterly results basically impacts not in a long term for a good, but definitely it will have a short term impact, as you mentioned. You say that the warnings comes as per the quarterly results, right? But again, so I know that someone has proposed me an alert or something, which is something too much, which I also think that it's too much. But what you can think about it is that, is it possible, like whenever we are stock filtering or something, you can identify with some star or something. Suppose if the results are going to come in a week or like in 10 days time or something, identify with some special symbol, so that, no, like example, if I am planning at some point in time, I'm making it, choosing a stock to buy.
Basically,
so I know that
the result date, to make it short, you want the result date, right?
Yeah, the results are going to come in 10 days.
I've shown a result date. दिखा दो ना वेंकट जी को, ट्रेनिंग दे दो यार, इन लोगों को ट्रेनिंग ही नहीं, मैं दिखा देता हूँ, it is already there in the app. Because
or the results are,
पहले मैं दिखाता हूँ, इससे आपका काम हो जाएगा.
Yes sir, okay sir.
Vikash,
Yes.
result date please.
Result date, na?
Yeah.
Result date in app I'm showing, huh?
Yeah. I might be missed, sir. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be missed, probably.
No problem, sir. There are too many things. There is so much. If you were to really learn what I have in the app, it will take a long. It has too much data.
Yes, sir. Yes, I fully agree. It's too much. It's
Yes.
really.
Result calendar.
See, the result calendar is there.
Yes, sir. This one. Yes, sir. This one I want, sir. Yes, this one I want.
Already. You want it is there.
So actually, I was looking on the web app, sir. So is that so? Probably that's why I'm missing.
Yeah. So web is coming, but it's already updated in the app. Web
okay, sir. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You will get all the detail, huh?
All the details.
Super.
What was the last, whether they have declared today or upcoming.
So, and generally for any company, we have to keep the questions. We have to keep the questions to QBS, or we'll go out. Sir, we'll go out of track. If that is a question related to QBS. Okay. Mr. Venkat, is that question related to QBS?
Not now, sir. I'll ask at the
appropriate time. Later, sir. So we'll get into let's stick to the, because other people will get into a trouble, sir. You know, please take that separate training from Prateek. Huh? When come to that later, sir. Huh? Let's stick to the main training program. So, friend, let's continue the journey. We got show the sales growth. Let's continue, Vikash. I've shown you the importance. Now you have to build a conviction. I'll show you the reason. Vikash, please continue. Vikash, can you please continue? Is he there or not there? Vikash?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
So please continue the PPT, please.
Yeah.
Please continue the PPT. Please move forward. Yeah. Continue. Please move forward, please. Continue, please. Continue, please. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sales growth. So now go into details of the sales growth. Sales is a very, very important thing, as we have discussed. It plays the key role of building a loyalty and trust between the customer. When the product is good, the customer tends to recommend a friend and give positive feedback. Organization which has great sales growth, they create a great market share. One of the secret where the prices will keep going up of a stock, when you create an entry barrier. And remember, the word entry barrier comes from market share. Okay, so what is the market share of those companies? How much market share? So we have updated market share of 400 companies. You can see the market share instantly. Vikash, can you show some market share, please? So sales growth leads to market share. Sales growth also leads to distribution network. So now I'm telling you, you are seeing sales growth, but what is the benefit company is having? Abbott लगा देना विकास. Yeah. So for about 400 companies only has market share. So when I see the sales growth continuously, if you see it has monopoly or near monopoly or high market share in these companies. So when the company has sales growth, it will create a monopoly of a certain product. If it has a monopoly, the company prices will keep going up and up because there is an entry barrier. There is nobody in the world which is doing that product. That is the benefit of understanding sales growth. Vikas, thoda upar ja. Where is it? Now, this is where the segment revenue, where, so for about 400 stocks, you can immediately see the benefit of the sales growth. So what I've created is the Mode QBS. You guys show the Mode QBS. This is all available in the app for you to check.
I'm sorry, sir, because my name is Zahir. I can't see the screen. It's blank. Can you just reshare with
Everybody
me?
can see the screen?
Please restart, Zahir ji. Please restart. Log off and restart. Maybe internet has logged. Stop.
Okay, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, अगर आप देखेंगे, if you see, you can find the sales growth, and if you click Hindustan Food, तो ये हम लोग ने लॉन्च किया है जिसमें आपको इंस्टेंटली कंपनी क्या करता है, उसका क्या एंट्री बैरियर है, आपको तुरंत दिख जाएगा. About the company, if you go down, तो सेल्स ग्रोथ हम लोग दिखाते हैं एक जगह. नीचे जाओ विकास प्लीज स्क्रॉल प्लीज. या हाई एंट्री बैरियर क्या है, वेरी हाई कैपिटल कॉस्ट, सेगमेंट रेवेन्यू कहां से आ रहा है, देखिए उसका सोर्स भी दिया हुआ है. सोर्स चालू हो गया क्या विकास? सोर्स है स्टार्टेड.
यस, सोर्स है स्टार्टेड.
ओके, सो अगर आप देखेंगे सबका सोर्स भी दे दिए हैं, ये कहां से ले रहे हैं हम लोग, ये देखिए आपका. सो वी आर गिविंग यू प्रूफ दैट व्हाट इज द सोर्स बिहाइंड द
पेज नंबर मेंशन्ड है. पेज नंबर मेंशन्ड है.
सो आपको तुरंत आपको ज्यादा सर्च नहीं करना पड़ेगा कि कंपनी क्या कर रही है, क्लाइंट्स किसके हैं, देखिए सोर्स दिया हुआ है, who are their customers. If you click here, you'll straight go to the source. So what we are doing is we are saving a lot of time कि sales growth कौन सी कंपनी की है and why these companies are doing so well. What is the entry barrier? So market share, low cost production, distribution channel. कोई कंपनीज है जो 500 cities में associated है. That means there is a huge distribution channel. Okay, so this is very, very important, friends, to understand that sales growth से benefit क्या होता है. Sales growth से has he taken market share? Sales growth से has the product become monopoly in the market? Sales growth से इतना बड़ा distribution channel बना लिया है कि अब other company cannot make that kind of distribution channel. So that is called the entry barrier. So those stocks will keep going up and up and up and up. Are you able to understand how we are connecting the teachings? So आपको दिखता है sales growth वो 19 में, but उससे अगर आपको कंपनी की क्वालिटी जाननी है वो भी अवेलेबल है. Okay, let's go back to the PPT, Vikash. So we are trying to make things very simple, fast for you. Sales growth देखो, QBS देखो, और फिर देखो उसका market share है कि नहीं. अगर उसका QBS अच्छा है और high market share है, तो I am already, और उसका monopoly है product में, so I am investing in a great company. But that means you are just right there. And once the stock is selected, okay, then उसको कब खरीदना है, कब बेचना है, वो हम लोग डिसाइड करेंगे. बहुत इजी हो जाता है फिर. नेवर डू द ऑपोजिट. आई एम रिपीटिंग, कभी भी वैल्यूएशन से प्राइस तो सिलेक्ट, स्टॉक को सिलेक्ट मत करिए. ऑलवेज सिलेक्ट द स्टॉक फ्रॉम द क्वालिटी. ओके, because even if you buy high quality stock at a peak greater than 50-60, you still make money, and I will prove it to you on the third day. Let's move ahead. So sales growth का importance दिखा रहा है. Now see, certain companies बोलते हैं ना, long term हम कैसे मालूम पड़े मल्टी बैगर कैसे होते हैं. Any company which can manage 20% sales growth, right? Any company which can manage 20% sales growth are great companies. तो अगर आप देखेंगे अमेजोन में उसका सेल्स ग्रोथ इतना बड़ा कंपनी हो गया है, उसका 20% कभी सेल्स ग्रोथ घटा ही नहीं। तो यू हैव टू कीप द कंपनी, जब तक वो कंपनी का सेल्स ग्रोथ हो रहा है, यू नेवर, दैट इज कॉल्ड अ विनिंग स्टॉक। अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, नहीं तो आप लोग शेयर बेच देंगे और आपको बहुत दुख होगी। You never sell a stock which is having sales growth. It is known as a winning stock. You never sell a winning horse to anyone. Winning horse will keep winning the race for you. Okay, now let me show you 5-year from the app. Because दिखा दे 5-year sales. Which are the companies? किसका आवाज आ रहा है? Some people are talking and
Moat, huh? Yes, 5-year average sale.
5-year लगा दिए, हाई टू लो लगा दे 5-year।
Yes.
देखिए 5-year आ गया। अब देखिए यहाँ पर यू कैन डिसाइड, अडानी ट्रांसमिशन है जिसमें 5-year दिखा है। 5-year मार्क करो, हाँ यहाँ पर 5-year मार्क कर बेटा, हाँ 347%, बट उसका एजीएस बहुत खराब है। ओरिएंट इलेक्ट्रिक का 136% दिखा रहा है 5-year, बिकॉज एक ही साल में अच्छा है। तो आपको मालूम इट इज अ 1-year स्टोरी ओनली, इट इज नॉट रेगुलर। फिर आए हिंदुस्तान फूड। ओके, लेट्स इसको लार्ज कैप लगा देते पहले, लेट्स स्टडी लार्ज कैप। तो आपको यहाँ का स्टडी आप लार्ज कैप करते हो। विच आर द कंपनी विच हैज 5-year लार्ज कैप में? ये देखिए अडानी ट्रांसमिशन है, बट उसका एजीएस स्कोर अच्छा है नहीं है, तो हम लोग कभी वो स्टॉक नहीं लेते हैं। बजाज फिनसर्व इज माय फेवरेट स्टॉक। व्हाई? बिकॉज सी द एवरेज 30-40% का सेल्स ग्रोथ करता है, 30-40%। इट्स अ ग्रेटेस्ट कंपनी फ्रेंड। इसका दाम बढ़ता ही रहेगा। ये 20,000 रुपया हो जाएगा, हम आपको बता रहे हैं 30,000 रुपया हो जाएगा जब तक ये सेल्स ग्रोथ कर रहा है। बंधन बैंक देखिए, कंटिन्यूस सेल्स ग्रोथ इन बंधन बैंक। बजाज फाइनेंस 38% 5-year एवरेज। नीचे हो विकास, आते रहो बेटा। एवेन्यू सुपरमार्केट, बाजार बढ़े जा रहा है 34%। अंबुजा सीमेंट 28%, बट एक बार ही था। अगर देखेंगे हिस्ट्री भी दिख जाएगा आपको, वो एक ही बार था, बट फिर कंटिन्यूसली गिर गया। सो यू कैन एक्चुअली सिलेक्ट हियर क्वार्टर वाइज 5-year। यू कैन ऑल्सो सिलेक्ट लास्ट ईयर। लास्ट ईयर में टॉप क्या था? बिकॉज लास्ट ईयर का टॉप लगा दे। लास्ट ईयर का टॉप लिखना है, यहाँ पर करिए 1920 हाई टू लो। ये आपका लास्ट ईयर आ गया। बंधन बैंक लास्ट ईयर नंबर 1 था, फिर अडानी था, बजाज था, टाटा कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट्स बहुत अच्छा गया है। तो इस तरीके से यू कैन डिसाइड कि विच आर द टॉप कंपनीज विच हैज सेल्स ग्रोथ। एक सेकंड में आपको मालूम पड़ जाएगा। ये 15-20 कंपनी और फैंटास्टिक सेल्स ग्रोथ है इंडिविजुअली, और उसका क्यूबीएस भी बगल में मिल जाएगा कि क्या क्यूबीएस है। अब बजाज फाइनेंस 10,000 हो जाएगा, कोई भरोसा नहीं, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ 20,000 रुपया हो जाएगा। जब तक उसकी सेल्स ग्रोथ बढ़ती रहेगी, द कंपनी विल कीप ग्रोइंग। ओके, बट करंट क्वार्टर में थोड़ा सेल्स ग्रोथ डाउन है, बट बोलता है अभी इस साल में, अभी जनवरी में भी बहुत अच्छा वापस से उसका सेल्स ग्रोथ आने का है, बहुत ट्रिमेंडस 40% ग्रेटर आएगा 25 जनवरी को। अब टाटा कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट टाटा मेटलिक से निकला है, इसलिए क्यूबीएस डाउन है इसका, बिकॉज इट इज सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम। बट अगर आप इसका देखेंगे लास्ट ईयर बहुत अच्छा सेल्स ग्रोथ था, तो ध्यान देने की है। बजाज फिनसर्व, मुथूट फाइनेंस, अ ग्रेट कंपनी इन सेल्स ग्रोथ। ओके, तो ऐसे 15-20 कंपनी का स्टॉक सिलेक्शन पहले क्लियर होना चाहिए माइंड में, विच आर द ग्रेटेस्ट कंपनीज। तो हम लोग का एक ही फोकस होता है कि पहले आपको स्टॉक सिलेक्शन एक्सपर्ट बना दें। 25-30 शेयर आपको मालूम है ये कंपनी बहुत अच्छी है। जब वो कंपनी अच्छी हो जाएगी, फिर उसमें पैसा डालेंगे तो पैसा बनेगा। ओके, गो बैक टू पीपीटी विकास। तो सेल्स ग्रोथ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, और विनिंग स्टॉक जिसको बोलते हैं ना, जिसको कभी बेचना नहीं चाहिए। बिकॉज सब लोग क्या करते हैं, विनिंग स्टॉक को बेच देते हैं। विनिंग स्टॉक कभी बेचते नहीं है सर। विनिंग स्टॉक जिसमें QBS हाई है, सेल्स ग्रोथ हो रहा है 30-40%, उसको कभी बेचते नहीं है. You hold it for your children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. Then you will make wealth. Especially अगर large cap में कोई sales growth हो रहा है, उसको तो बेचना ही नहीं चाहिए. Any large cap company which is having tremendous sales growth is one of the ideal companies to buy in the market. So मैं clarity इसलिए दे रहा हूं कि किसको importance देना है और वो stock का नाम मेरे को मालूम होना चाहिए. So by doing the practice or by searching understanding the teachings, you'll always have about 20-30 large cap stocks, 20-30 mid cap stocks, and 20-30 small cap stocks. 90 stocks are huge, friends. उसी में डे ट्रेडिंग कराइए, उसी में F&O कराइए, उसी को डिलीवरी उठवा दीजिए. Clients will never lose money. Jahir ji, how many clients do you have? Mr. Jahir?
Around 12 to 14.
अच्छा, आपका कम ही clients है.
Yeah.
Basically होता है ना, बहुत कंपनी जिसके clients होते हैं 1500-2000 customers होते हैं.
Unfortunately not yet. Once I'm done with your training maybe.
तो basically जो मैं क्या सिखाना चाह रहा हूँ सब लोग को कि 80-90 कंपनीज के बारे में जान लीजिए. That is good enough for your life. And उसी 80-90 कंपनीज में अपना पोर्टफोलियो बनाइए, अपने स्ट्रेटजीज बनाइए. Are you able to understand what we are trying to do and teach you? और हम लोग थर्ड डे आएंगे, उसमें से कैसे बेटर करें, वो 90 में कौन सा लें नहीं लें, उसको भी हम लोग डिसाइड करें, कौन सा ज्यादा रिटर्न देगा, कौन सा कब लेना है, वो भी हम लोग बताएंगे. ओके, कॉन्सेप्ट पहले क्लियर हो जाए आपको कि हम लोग क्या शेयर करना चाहते हैं इन डिसाइडिंग द स्टॉक्स. ओके, मूव अहेड विकास. तो सेल्स ग्रोथ का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है वो दिखा रहे हैं. सेम चीज है, मूव अहेड. सेम है एप्पल, सेल्स, टेस्ला. ओके, अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज इज, जो आपने अगर वीडियो देखा होगा रामदेव अग्रवाल जी का, वो बता रहे थे कि व्हाट इज द रिसीवेबल डेज, हाउ मेनी शेयर्स जब वो सेल्स करता है वो कितने दिन में उसका पैसा आ जाता है. ओके, सो रिसीवेबल डेज का एडवांटेज दिखाता हूं, जिसका रिसीवेबल डेज कम होता है. बिकॉज़ रिसीवेबल डेज का एडवांटेज दिखा, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. ओके, लो रिसीवेबल डेज मतलब क्या हुआ, मतलब माल बिका and the company is able to collect the cash in 4 or 5 days, right? So आइकर मोटर जैसी कंपनी है जिसका 4 दिन में पैसा आ जाता है. इतना डिमांड है प्रोडक्ट का कि 4 दिन में पैसा आता है उसका. After the product is released, it has only 4 receivable days. So this also gives the quality to the company कि कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट इतना डिमांड में है कि people are ready to pay in advance. They say आइकर मोटर जो बाइक है एनफील्ड, 2 साल तक बुकिंग है. People are ready to pay 25, 30, 50,000 premium for 2 years. So that means the product has huge demand. तो आपको हर स्टॉक का रिसीवेबल डेज मिल जाएगा. ओके, एनीथिंग बिलो 30 days रिसीवेबल डेज इज अ ग्रेट कंपनी. ओके, तो देयर इज अ ह्यूज प्रोडक्ट डिमांड. उस कंपनी का मोनोपोली. सेम चीज, सब चीज सेल्स से रिलेटेड अगर आप ध्यान देंगे, सेल्स एंड प्रोडक्ट, दैट इज द सीक्रेट ऑफ अ क्वालिटी कंपनी. ओके, यूनिक इनोवेटिव क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट, लोएस्ट कॉस्ट, टाइट सप्लाई ऑफ मार्केट in the market. So this is another very important thing of sales growth. Reasons for high receivable days: lower demand of the product and services, large number of sellers, low quality product. So as an investor, you should know what is the product about. अगर आपको प्रोडक्ट के बारे में नहीं जानना है, कम से कम सेल्स ग्रोथ देख लीजिए, तो नंबर है. सब कुछ सेल्स ग्रोथ से ही चालू होता है. अब समझ में आया why sales growth is such an important phenomena and what is the power of QBS? Because it is linked to monopoly of the product, it is linked to market share, it is related to distribution network, it is related to low receivable days. तो सेल्स अगर है, डिमांड है प्रोडक्ट का, तो हमको मालूम पड़ जाता है कंपनी की क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छी है. गुड, लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. ओके, सो ये हम लोग ने दिखाई दिया आपको. आगे चलते हैं. तो हाउ डू यू कैलकुलेट रिसीवेबल डेज? ये हमारे ऐप में दिया हुआ. विकास दिखा दे, किसी को सीखना है तो. ये कैसे कैलकुलेट होती है आप खुद भी कर सकते हो. आपने नोटिस किया होगा कि हम लोग प्रैक्टिकल बहुत बात करते हैं, इतना थियोरेटिकल बात नहीं करते हैं. व्हाट वर्क्स वी स्ट्रीट गेट, वी वांट यू टू बिकम स्टॉक सिलेक्शन एक्सपर्ट बाय द ऐप एंड बाय द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द टीचिंग. सो देखिए यहाँ सबका हाउ दिया हुआ है, विच इज नॉट सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू. इतना टाइम नहीं है. अगर आपको सीखना है तो आई क्लिक करके आप सब कुछ सीख सकते हैं कि हाउ इट इज कैलकुलेटेड. बट इन्वेस्टर्स आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस. इन्वेस्टर्स को तो सिर्फ चाहिए भाई हमको स्टॉक बता दो. So how do you reach a great stock? वो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. तो sales growth is one of very important parameter. Move forward. Market share again related to sales growth. मतलब मार्केट शेयर क्या होता है? दैट मीन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क बहुत फैल गया है उसका. सो कंपनी अगर सेल्स करती रहेगी तो कंपनी से प्रॉफिट आता रहेगा, और अगर कंपनी से प्रॉफिट आता रहेगा तो कंपनी का शेयर का दाम बढ़ता रहेगा. सिंपल चीज है सर. फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस इज वेरी वेरी इजी फ्रेंड. सेल्स ग्रोथ होता रहेगा, प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ होता रहेगा, कंपनी की भाव बढ़ती रहेगी. दैट इज फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस. आई डोंट नो व्हाट अदर्स टीच. वी कीप इट वेरी सिंपल बिकॉज इट इज मार्केट, इट इज लॉजिकल. दिस इज लॉजिकल. ओके, सो सेल्स ग्रोथ जब होता रहेगा, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन वो मार्केट शेयर बना लेता है. तो 400 कंपनी का मार्केट शेयर इज अवेलेबल इन आवर ऐप. सेल्स ग्रोथ हो रहा है, मार्केट शेयर हो रहा है, रिसीवेबल डेज देख लीजिए. यू नो इट्स अ ग्रेट क्वालिटी कंपनी. ग्रेट क्वालिटी कंपनी. सो इट विल टेक यू 5 minutes टू कम टू अ ग्रेट क्वालिटी कंपनी. ग्रेट कंपनी में पैसा लगाइए, हरदम पैसा बनेगा. Are we communicating? Okay, move ahead, Vikash.
Shailesh sir. So as Warren Buffett says, no, if we price is what we pay and value is what we get. So of course, if we select a quality company but at a higher price, then the value what we will get will be less. So the return also will be less. What is your opinion?
No, I'll prove it to you that if you buy quality companies, your returns are always very high. I will prove you on third day.
Okay.
I will prove you by evidence. Okay, so basically quality companies खरीदे पैसा आएगा.
Okay, sure.
Okay, that is the key aspect which I will prove you. So Mark PP मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ कि why पैसा. These are entry barriers. So these are certain teachings which general investors don't pay attention to. See, general investors have a very low skill of identifying good stocks. Very, very low skill. Why? Because they don't know the main principles of stock selection. The main principles of stock selection is always 4: sales growth, profit growth, ROE, free cash flow. That's it. ये 4 चीज आता है, you are invested in a great company. Okay, then we'll check the valuation, which I will teach you. So economies of scale, increase sales, increase customer base, reputation, dominating the industry, increased bargaining power. तो जब भी उसका मार्केट शेयर हो जाएगा ना, उसका बार्गेनिंग पावर, इंडस्ट्री को डोमिनेट करना, इंक्रीज कस्टमर बेस, ये सब चीज हो जाएगी. ये सब चीज हो जाएगी.
Sir, a quick question on the market share.
Yes.
So is it who determines, is there some independent agency, sir? Like it says, if it says it's 60% of market share, so is it that?
It is very simple. It is, if you observe, मार्केट शेयर सबका तो आपको मालूम है कि टोटल्स वो तो आपको जितने भी इंडस्ट्री एनालिसिस है, that this industry is 1 lakh crore. ठीक है?
Okay.
And this company is doing 10,000 crore of sales. तो 10% मार्केट शेयर हो गया ना?
Okay.
So there are independent agencies doing, the companies are giving it. It is available. What we do is it is available in different websites. What we have done is we have made it very easy in one website.
Okay.
You don't have to go to 400 websites to know the market share.
Exactly.
You can go come into. So the companies give market share, that this is the market, this is the total market, and this is my revenue. So they can calculate the percentage.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, let's move forward. Market share comes from sale. So this is the moat basically. So moat is a distinct advantage a company has over its competitors, which allows it to protect its market share and profitability. So what they do, Warren Buffett लोग क्या करते हैं, वो लोग track record देखते हैं, and then they see उनमें what is the uniqueness of the company. If they know there is something big unique in the company, then those companies will keep doing well in future also. So this is a very different mindset. First is great track record company. Number two, what is the uniqueness in the company? So how do you know the uniqueness? I'll show you. So it is very difficult to become that company. So what are the different, Vikash, can you please show? So these are company which has a monopoly product. जिस कंपनी में monopoly product है, वो कंपनी समझ लीजिए उसका future prices will keep going up because nobody can come in the market. A company has high entry barrier, मतलब huge capital लगेगा. You can't make a Jio. It will cost you 3 lakh crores. How many people have 3 lakh crores? Patents is a very unique advantage. One of my favorite companies is PI Industries, Apple. इतना patents है उस company में, मतलब वो patent means, I hope you know, patent means 20 years nobody can duplicate that product. तो कोई copy नहीं कर सकता. तो अगर 20 years कोई copy नहीं कर सकता है product को, तो 20 years the company का sales बढ़ता रहेगा. तो 20 years company का sale बढ़ता रहेगा तो company की दाम बढ़ती रहेगी. So these are called entry barriers कि nobody can come in. So that company future का profit and future का sales होगा कि नहीं होगा, वो इन parameters से decide होती है. So whenever you will talk to an intelligent person, he will say, oh, these parameters are so strong that the company will continue to have sales growth and profit growth. So you don't need to worry. Now the company has made a system like Shree Cement is the lowest cost producer cement company in the world. वो क्या use करता है cement बनाने में, ऐसा machines लाया है क्योंकि उसको duplicate ही नहीं कर पा रहा. Right? So this is strong brand. Obviously कोई brand होता है, आप जाओगे, आप बिस्कुट खरीदना है या चॉकलेट खरीदना है, तो आप नेस्ले और हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर का ही खरीदोगे. You know, because of the strong brand. So that also gives them the advantage of the sales. See, all these things guarantees the sales will continue. If the sales will continue of the share, the profit will continue. And if the profit will continue, the stock prices will keep going up. This is called understanding sales growth and fundamental analysis. Which areas, you know, where the price of the stock keeps going up. Okay, complex processes, network, जिसका बहुत बड़ा network हो जाता है, distribution network, like MCX है, अगर आप देखेंगे, it is the only commodity exchange. So by this way you understand कि ये unique company है, हमको issue नहीं है, sales growth हो रहा है, unique company है, invest करके छोड़ दीजिए. That means I don't have to worry about the company. This is called fundamental understanding of company. How do you give fundamental value to a company? So these are some of the teaching which you need to remember, which is all available in the app. आपको कुछ नहीं करना है. Market share चाहिए, QBS code चाहिए कोई company का. So to decide the fundamental of a company, you will take 1 minute. And once you know it, share में तो पैसा आना ही है, so you don't have to worry. Are we communicating? Okay, next slide, Vikash. So these are the same thing which we had. Big brand investors in a company, very, very important. कि उसमें कौन, जैसे एप्पल में माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इज अ शेयर होल्डर, तो हु इज अ शेयर होल्डर इन द कंपनी? So these are very important things which we need to understand and move ahead. Okay, please move ahead, Vikash. Okay, let's do the, so after the sales growth, so we are going to end now. Let's take some questions. We'll do this tomorrow. 3 hours is getting out. Let's take some questions. Did you understand the value of sales growth? तो sales growth से क्या क्या branches आती है, कौन बता सकता है मेरे को? सेल्स ग्रोथ से मार्केट शेयर होता है, सेल्स ग्रोथ से मोनोपोली होती है, सेल्स ग्रोथ से प्रोडक्ट डिवाइड होता है, सेल्स ग्रोथ से कंपनी की स्ट्रेंथ मालूम पड़ती है, सेल्स ग्रोथ से डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क बनता है. So sales growth is very most powerful fundamental parameter which guarantees the future price movement of stocks. अगर आपको sales growth नहीं आता है, I highly recommend you should not be an investor in the stock market. Period. You are taking too much risk. Okay?
Sir, do we take relative sales growth also compared to the sector? Or
not necessarily. Not necessarily. Sir, total में sales growth 50 कंपनी है. अब उसमें सेक्टर लेंगे तो 2-3 कंपनी बच जाएगी.
नहीं, अगर हम समझ लो, we take some, suppose say 5 or 10 companies and comparative sales growth. See, in bad times like COVID times,
कोई सर कोविड में मैंने सरप्राइज्ड हो गया, जून क्वार्टर में 130 कंपनी का सेल्स ग्रोथ हुआ है. ये मैं शॉक्ड हो गया. सितंबर
that will be different sectors, no?
हाँ, different है ना.
If you take a particular sector,
आपका मैं क्वेश्चन समझ गया. वो क्वेश्चन आप जो है वो सेक्टर लीडर्स, आप सेक्टर लीडर्स का
sector leaders, exactly.
सेक्टर लीडर्स हम थर्ड डे डिस्कस करेंगे. मैं आपको 1 मिनट दिखा देता हूँ.
Okay.
दिखा दो, फिर थर्ड डे डिस्कस करें. हम लोग ऑलरेडी बना हुआ है. क्वेश्चन का आंसर मैं दूंगा विद मोर इंटेलिजेंस में देता हूँ. अभी दिखा देता हूँ, पर थर्ड डे डिस्कस करेंगे.
That's good.
मैंने हर सेक्टर का जो टॉप शेयर है वो एक बार में दिखा दिया.
Okay.
It is already available in the app. सेक्टर लीडर्स में जाइए. कौन सा सेक्टर पे आ रहा है बताइए आपको?
Say maybe auto.
ऑटो ले लो बेटा. अब ऑटो में आपको 1 सेकंड मिल जाएगा. मेरे बेस्ट स्टॉक्स कौन से हैं देखिए. 20 कैस्ट्रॉल इज द बेस्ट स्टॉक.
Okay.
फिर मेन एंड बेरिंग्स. बट अगर आप देखेंगे रिटर्न नहीं है. ये मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा. ओके, बट द बेस्ट स्टॉक इज बालकृष्ण इंडस्ट्रीज. अगर मेरे को 1 सेकंड में खरीदना है, it will take me 1 minute to decide. Balkrishna Industries is the best stock. Why? High QBS, high AGS. So अगर मेरे को ऑटो में स्टॉक खरीदना है तो बालकृष्ण इंडस्ट्रीज पीरियड. Within 1 second decided.
So QBS 16 and above, sir, and AGS 60% and above is a good metric.
Motamoti 12 is good actually. 12, 13 is very good.
12, 13 in QBS.
AGS.
In AGS, okay.
Did we get your answer, sir? आपको आंसर मिली? आपका जो क्वेश्चन है राकेश जी?
Yeah, sure.
आपको 1 सेकंड में मिल गया ना. टॉप कंपनी कौन सी QBS में 5 साल में, कौन सी कंपनी AGS में? आपको 1 सेकंड में आंसर मिल गया.
Okay.
अब आपको इसको AGS से करना है. भैया ठीक है, सबसे रिटर्न दिखाओ किसका हाईएस्ट है. तो रिटर्न से कर लीजिए. तो बालकृष्ण हाईएस्ट रिटर्न देता है, फिर सुंदरम रिटर्न देता है, वो भी अच्छी कंपनी है. स्कॉट्स में तो मैं अगर मेरे को अगर खरीदना होगा तो मैं बालकृष्ण खरीदूंगा, सुंदरम खरीदूंगा, एस्कॉट खरीदूंगा और मिंडा इंडस्ट्रीज खरीदूंगा. ये मेरा 4 ही इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा पूरे ऑटो इंडस्ट्री में, और मैं कुछ नहीं खरीदूंगा. कितना टाइम लगा आपके क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने में? Yes or no, राकेश जी?
No, that's very nice.
तो अब ये हर सेक्टर, आपको हर सेक्टर में कौन सा टॉप शेयर है आपको 1 सेकंड में मिल जाएगा. वी विल मेक यू अ स्टॉक सिलेक्शन एक्सपर्ट. 1 सेकंड में आपको स्टॉक मिलेगी और 5 साल का हिस्ट्री मिल जाएगा आपको.
Super, sir. Super. Sir, one more thing, Shailesh. How to determine which sector will be doing better?
तो वो भी एक है, करेंगे हम लोग, बताएंगे. मैं भी वो भी सिखाऊंगा थर्ड डे. It is part of the course, हाँ? वो भी सिखाएंगे. पहले स्टॉक तो सीख लें, स्टॉक सीख लेंगे तो सेक्टर
Yeah, correct, correct.
सेक्टर सीख लिया लेकिन स्टॉक ही नहीं सीखा तो कौन सा स्टॉक लेना है, वही तो सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है.
शैलेश जी, अभी you are the fund manager. आपको ही हम सारे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. That is
मैं तो आंसर कर रहा
yeah,
हूँ.
got it.
एक्चुअली क्या है, आज डिफरेंट चीज पढ़ा रहे हैं ना, बट मैं आंसर कर
You
दूँ.
should start your own mutual fund.
सर करेंगे, सब ब्लेसिंग्स होगा आप लोग का, करेंगे. राइट चीज है, आप लोग की ब्लेसिंग्स होगी तो करेंगे. पहले आवर फर्स्ट टारगेट इज कि जितने हमारे इन्वेस्टर हैं उनको हम लोग स्टॉक सिलेक्शन एक्सपर्ट बना दें. फर्स्ट, आप सिर्फ 100 शेयर में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, आपको और कुछ में इन्वेस्ट ही नहीं करना है. दैट इज माय, जैसे ऑटो में करना है, सिर्फ 4 ही शेयर में इन्वेस्ट करना और करना ही है. बालकृष्ण इंडस्ट्रीज, सुंदरम फास्टर, मिंडा और एक और कौन सा था, स्कॉट. फिनिश्ड.
Sir. Yeah. Do you provide any PMS services?
Yeah, we have PMS services. Yeah. अभी सर वो बाद में बात करते हैं. मेरा है PMS, मेरे ऐप में भी है. विकास दिखा दो प्लीज. सर अभी मार्केटिंग करेंगे, सब इरिटेट हो जाएंगे सर. मैं आपको दिखा दूं.
Okay.
मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, पढ़ लीजिए. विकास दिखा दे बेटा एक बार. Let's focus on the teaching right now. मार्केटिंग नहीं करते हैं अभी. ये देखिए PMS, यहाँ इसको पढ़ लीजिए, पूरा ब्रोशर है मेरा. देखिए.
Okay sir. Okay. Thank you.
बंद कर दो. Any other question before we end? It's 6 more minutes. Did you enjoy the course? Can we have the video on? Did you understand? Is it simple? You have any suggestions? Would you like to share anything?
It looks very simple.
It's simple.
But yeah, we will have to go through on and off on to understand it very clearly.
But अभी आपको नहीं, आपको तो QBS ही देखना है, और क्या देखना है?
Very different thought process, sir. Overall, हम लोग क्या करते, like as you said very nicely, if someone wanted to do ये पूरा में ये करना है, it is going to take months, which you made it very simple from. So we are doing a very different way to come across a good stock. From the QBS, you know that which business is doing good, which stock is doing good, and so it's a very different way of, it's a different thought process out of all the trainings I have attended.
Because we have made it practical, ना? We have made a tool. We focus on the how. We don't focus on the ज्ञान, you know. हम लोग ज्ञान नहीं देते यहाँ पे. We focus, भैया ये stock. Straight go to the stock. This sector, this stock. That's it.
I never thought.
Time. हाँ राकेश जी.
I never thought it will be so exhaustive.
It
really is. I mean, it contains almost everything you need.
You will be shocked what has been created. I'm telling you. आप जब देखेंगे ना, you will आपको लगेगा मैं 4-5 घंटा सिर्फ ऐप में रहूं. मतलब इतना you'll become a fascinating.
No, I'll need to have a training on it, how to use it perfectly.
It's very easy. It's very easy. Very easy.
Sir, I'm watching your app from the time it's launched and now. It's having so much of features. I tell you, to use your app itself, one has to be an expert, really.
But it's quite simple. It's not a very tough thing, you know. देखिए हम लोग का what is the goal? We have to come to good stocks within 1 minute. That is the goal.
Right. You're right.
1 मिनट में अच्छे स्टॉक में आना है मेरे को. बस.
Correct. At least I'm this much confident. You will not go to a wrong stock. That's what.
Returns कम आएगा, returns कम बेसी आएगा, that is fine. But हम right stock में invested है. My money will not become 80% down in 10 days. जो होता है ना market में, market गिरा and I lost 80%. वो कभी भी stocks में नहीं हो सकता. Impossible.
So in fact, after seeing your lecture, I sold my Reliance. In fact, I purchased it at 996. Fortunately, I tell you, this what is a thing, you know, like again I did not do with an intention. It was like a blind intention. I purchased Bajaj Finserv, I purchased TCS, I purchased Reliance, I purchased HDFC Bank, I also purchased Asian Paints also. All this Sona, and I did the same mistake what you said. When the thing was so peak, I thought it's going to, after this gone, reach its peak. I sold everything. Then I saw that it's going up and up and up.
No, that is the mistake. Nah, that is the mistake. You never sell a winning stock. We tell you that this is the winning stock. QBS gives you the winning stock.
No, but I have got one question, sir. What is the process of profit share, profit making at the certain high level?
Profit booking
For example,
अगर profit booking करना है तो सबसे पहले profit booking जब करेंगे जब उसका quarterly results में sales growth घट के आएगा, number 1.
Right.
और अगर नहीं घट के आता है तो profit booking जब करेंगे जब आपको foreign जाना है या आपको गाड़ी खरीदनी है या आपको कार खरीदना है, जब profit book करेंगे.
Right, sir. No,
So
what
there
happened?
is no concept of profit booking is only 2. One is when the sales growth will go down. Second, when you need the money. That's it.
But in Hindustan Unilever, when it reached 2600 and then fell down to 1900 all. So
That's
about
fine, it's fine. It will again go to 3000. Hindustan Unilever will again go to 5000.
I understand.
Yeah, don't now that going up and down, don't try to do it. That only God can do it.
Okay.
Don't try to play that 2600, 1900. That is a trading mentality. Don't do that.
Okay.
What is the price right now of Hindustan Unilever?
At presently it is 2380 or 2400.
Already it is again reached the top. So what is the worry?
Yeah.
That is the beauty of a good stock.
I bought it at 2000 again.
Fantastic. You did the right thing. So,
because I looked at the technical chart also. It was
I'll
coming
show
up
you
from
the video
triangle.
we'll show it tomorrow. It's already 7 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let's Vikash. Anybody else has any question?
Not for today, sir.
Sir, in like pharma stocks, there are companies which have got a lot of patents, but other companies also sometimes come up with
pharma companies all have patents. So the patents have no value in pharma companies only.
Oh, okay.
In pharma companies, the most important criteria is sales growth and profit growth.
Oh, okay.
So the higher the sales growth, higher the profit growth, they are the best companies.
I fully agree, sir. I'm working in a pharma company.
Yeah, so patent is no value because all pharma companies have patents.
Right. Very well.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, very much.
Haresh, any feedback, sir, on our first day? Haresh Ratnagiri ji?
Yeah, fantastic.
Excellent application, sir.
I really appreciate. In fact, the application is great. Your session is great. This is like a, you're doing good for the society. Let me tell you, because the investors. No, I'm telling you. I'll tell you. There are many investors. They are blindly, investing. And they are losing money.
Right.
And this is the way where investor can make money. And that's a great services to investors.
Thank you, Haresh. Thank you. We need your blessings. We need more customers. We need more. If you can spread the word around, so I'll be very happy.
No, I will rather say, because I have got a connection with the universities. I am also offering US courses. Okay. So I would rather prefer that, why don't you introduce to universities where we can integrate.
Happy, sir. I'll be very happy to teach.
Yeah, so I can, connect with universities, because you can introduce this type of concept. Even the CFA US also we are offering, but they only learn the theory. They don't understand the practical aspects.
Correct.
So that's something which is a value addition for them.
So if you can help us, sir, to tie up with them, I'll be very grateful.
Sure.
Sir, one thing what I realized, like in markets, like compared to the other countries, like in India, the actual investors, the persons who are investing, they're very far less. I think more than the traders. So what happens is people think a very false perception. Stock market is gambling. See, because it was giving a perception, because they follow the things wrong, and there's no point in blaming a stock market because you're doing the things wrong. So what is happening compared to, like, as you rightly, I remember you said in one of the previous webinars, compared to, like, example, like you take the countries like in Europe or in US, you see out of the population, almost 60 to 70% of the people are actually investors. They invest. That's why the the way it's going. Like if I compare that way to the India, the actual participation of the investors are very less. So
because of lack of knowledge, because of simple lack of knowledge, investors are suffering. Now, if once they understand this practical knowledge, we should all be focused to support these 100, 150 companies and make them big. Because they are the companies who are actually doing well in the country.
So if at all someone is likely to come also, no, they're all misguided by the wrong advice. That's the thing, sir. That's what I want to tell you. Because everyone wanted to become rich quick without knowing all these things.
Yeah, so basically, they have not used technology properly, or they've not used the main concepts. What we have done is we have taken the major principles, used technology, and made it very simple for the investor. So anybody from a 16-year-old to an 80-year-old will take this one session or half an hour session. This is going to go. Okay, yeah, we are off for 7 o'clock.
No, sir. One answer.
Yes.
That is why a baby cannot take birth in 9 months.
Yes.
One has to be patient in the market.
Correct. So
A
you
person
pay
like
9
me.
months in a good quality stock, you'll always make money.
Yeah. Person
tomorrow,
like me at the age of 75 want to understand this everything.
Thank you. Yes.
That's why I've joined this course.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
sir.
tomorrow's agenda, we are going to still cover the quality, sir, or what is the agenda? What are the points?
Covering a lot of things tomorrow.
On the quality.
Okay. Thank you, friends. We'll see
Thank
you
you,
tomorrow
sir.
at 4 o'clock.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, sir. Ready.